SOS you have to choose 右左上下どこ逃げる SOS 無我夢中ただ Run 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 どうなってんの何がなんだかよくわからないよ肌がヒリヒリさがびる太陽ひたすら Running 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 そうなったら捕まるようなそんな気がして足元を Don't stop 誘惑をすり抜けて Running 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 あいつはすぐそこ時間なんてないぞチャンスは今だぞ Running 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 辛い辛い逃げるの辛い体中どこもかしこも痛いフライフライできたらフライ実際は自分の足次第でもそろそろ限界クラクラしてる目まい狭い誰か巻いてちょうだいこのままじゃ捕まってしまうんだけど一体俺が何をした SOS you have to choose 右左上下どこ逃げる SOS 無我夢中ただ Run 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 You don't stop SOS you have to choose 右左上下どこ逃げる SOS 無我夢中ただ Run 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 You don't stop 例のあいつが今日も追いかけてく怖い顔しながら俺の後すぐ追いつかれる前に逃げていくちょっぴりシュールで周りの視線は酷誰も助けてくれはしない最初からしてないけどなそんな期待だけどちょっと待って考えてみよう一体俺が何をした裏通り痛そうに誰かにこれどうなってんの何がなんだかよくわからないよ肌がヒリヒリさがびる太陽ひたすら Running 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 そうなったら捕まるようなそんな気がして足元を Don't stop 誘惑をすり抜けて Running 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 あいつはすぐそこ時間なんてないぞチャンスは今だぞ Running 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 辛い辛い逃げるの辛い体中どこもかしこも痛いフライフライできたらフライ実際は自分の足次第でもそろそろ限界クラクラしてる目まい狭い誰か巻いてちょうだいこのままじゃ捕まってしまうんだけど
All right, everyone, welcome back. If you've been watching the Fatal Fury portion of the bracket, it's now time for some Street Fighter 6. I'm Risky Sweep, joined by Fawn. How is it going?
It's going pretty great. I mean, like, we're coming up on what, like, actually year 4 for Street Fighter 6, and of course, with a new tournament bracket comes the new character, right? I mean, Ingrid is the one that ends up coming out, probably like about, I don't know how long it's been, like a day or two, right? She came out on the 28th, same day as Kunimitsu, same day as Mr. Karate, right? So everyone came out on the same day through all 3 major games, so...
Yeah, it's been a very busy day of the fighting game buffet right now, where you're just going up. It's like, wait, they got all these new dishes. Got the INGRID, got the Kunimitsu, they got the Mr. Karate. They got everything here. 5 stars. Put this on the Google review on that. I've been having a blast with playing through both, especially in Tekken and Street Fighter 6, playing around with Ingrid. What's your thoughts so far?
Really, I think she's a strong character. I think the high damage is kind of making everybody have rose-tinted glasses in a very strange way. I don't think that she struggles at the mid-range. Her jabs aren't that good, but she has solid frame data. She has 2 4 frames, her stand light punch and her crouch light punch are both 4 frames, so she's able to mash. The only issue is that she's not really able to contest as much because her buttons don't go as far as some of the other characters with their 5 frames and their 6 frames, etc., etc. So her longest reaching button that's like we're not getting into heavy territory is crouch medium punch, and that's 7 frames, right? And that goes pretty far. But you aren't really going to use it to try and take your turn back. You're going to try and use it to counter poke. Same thing as stand roundhouse. I think she has a bad level 1, bad level 3. Great in combos, great utilization to be able to pump out that damage, but they're slower than other level 1s, level 3s of the game. So a lot of people typically do jab OS, and they'll be able to block it. Like, it's not really much that they'll be able to do. Typically hitting jab and holding back, so if something actually comes out, they'll be blocking by the time it actually comes out. So you can actually bait her pretty bad on the reversive side of things.
I can see that.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I could definitely see that as a more offensive-minded character. If you were snowballing, you're going to be really snowballing with this character. You're going to be getting the extra sigils on your side there, being able to get make sure you have the 2 ready to go for the ultra-powered version of the quick men beams, for lack of a better term, on there being fired across the screen. But I could definitely see a problem with if you are overwhelming her on offense, maybe not being able to get to a lot of it. Maybe if they're trying to be too weighty with the counter. Maybe they're the cause for some issues on that, but we're not going to see any of that right now. We're going to see Waffle versus Erebus coming up. Zangief and JP incoming to you.
Not terrible. Looks so far off of the stand. Medium punch target. Both stand fierce as well. Already ready with the OD lariat. Able to get a couple of nice little posts and trying to hold the corner position, but the back throw sets Erebus moving.
Trying to get the Pierce going on there. Nice little counter hit for Waffle going down, but we're just going in for the back throw. Hold down the neutral in there, get push it back. Nice little teleport away, but not getting denied too far. The armor point going to work out for Erebus' favor, but not for very long for this anti-air from Waffle.
Yeah, nice. The parries off of the teleport, gotta be a bit more careful. You have other opportunities to be able to be a bit stronger, a bit better with how you choose to utilize your options here. Teleports yet again in the throat tech. Waffle's on point with the defense right now.
Long range poke in there, things been working out, but the perfect parry. You're going to get the knockdown. Time for it to set up. Smart use of the amnesia in there, realizing the command grab was incoming. Going to get hit by that and get the punish. Nice stuff.
Sometimes the split-second decision-making in a fighting game is what leads you there. He probably noticed the fact that Waffle didn't hit anything, and most Zangiefs typically go for empty jump on SPD. It's not very often they just jump and then just hit a button or something on the ground. Well, they're typically going for SPD there, so good awareness.
Right. Yeah, it's always it's like, what are you jumping for? What are you jumping for? But the amnesia too far away. You're gonna get a full punish in there for Erebus right into the spinning pile driver. Bring it back on there. Okay.
Nice. Those carries are gonna start coming out for sure. You try to keep him on the drive gauge. Yeah, good bait on that so far. He's got to be ready. Yeah, good. Keeping the pressure on. Pop to level 3. Not going to be able to do much. Guaranteed. Should be death. No level 3 for you.
Yeah, that's one of those damned if you do, damned if you don't situations too, because even if you blocked all of that, you're going to get a significant amount of chip damage and be in a bad situation anyway. But we're going to start out the second match here. Waffle with a great anti-air things off. And you know what? We're going to spin that lariat one more time.
Nice. Good awareness from Erebus to not pop it immediately. He understands that the parries are coming through for this Zangief right now, but at the same time, it's not. They aren't doing it off of different timing. They're just kind of pressing it out of habit. And Erebus is recognizing that. Well done. He can't reach it.
Erebus doesn't get the connecting flight on there, but it doesn't matter. Going to bring down Waffle on there for the first round yet again.
Okay, goes for low. Yeah, here we are again. Doesn't complete yet again. Just go for any pressure possible. Waffle has to drive brush in to be able to get something ready for the neutral jump from Erebus. Still keeping the pressure on by just walking full, about a low forward, a couple of normals here and there. Keeping the pressure on.
I do like some of the patience I'm seeing from Waffles on this, but unfortunately, it was giving Erebus more than enough time to go ahead and set up their offense, set up the reign of terror that JP can be in these situations. We'll see a follow-up into it. They're going to use the drive reversal just to get out of a nasty situation.
I think I'm going to go for the level 3 there, but hey, if somebody's parrying already, you may not even have to worry about it. Fake outs on the projectile so far. We'll have to watch his timing. Oh no! Oh no! He tried to look back! No,
yeah,
that time around. He could have just hit the gun.
Could have, would have, but got the round in the end there for Waffle. So go in, jump above the command grab from JP into the drive rush here. What are we checking for? We're checking those weak legs.
The arm in there, can him get a punch. Here we go again with the drop. Rush Geef is approaching certainly with certainty. So for the opportunity, not going to get the delayed lariat, OD lariat, but there we are. I would just burn him out, honestly. Don't really waste any time. We're trying to keep him there.
And we're almost about to make it happen there, but we're going to go with the confirm. We're going to get nearly the corner for that trouble here. Teleports to the other side here. Oh, I thought you almost had the block on that, but no dice. Waffle getting out of the situation again.
Nice low. Oh! Oh! He walked forward into level 3! Oh no. Oh god. level 2. There's so much that's here that could put Zangief in a bad spot. But he's trying to get his drop gauge back. Yeah, the teleport into the anti-air hell stab. Unfortunate.
All right, gets the health stab. Right back into it. 1-1. And we're already calling out early on. We're trying to set up our offense from Erebus in there. Just going to get completely denied with that jump in. Already burned out. A little bit too early on the Hell Stab, unfortunately, for Waffle in there. Like, set up into a similar situation. Able to get the cross up here, but we're having to hold it. We're having to use a lot of armor just to get away from some of these situations.
Get the teleport yet again, but OG Lariat. He's ready and waiting for it. The teleports being accounted for in different manners. Now getting punished on the down forward fierce. No command normal here for JP. Can go for the chip if they want to. But Amnesia keeps him safe and dashes up with the back throw. That was so well done with how often Waffle likes to parry.
Erebus has been really good and on point with these Amnesia callouts on there, especially from the command grab and just like when Waffle has been trying to press onward. Only been one of those that have missed on there and caused bad times for Erebus. Right now, though, checking in with these lows, getting the knockdown.
Center. Again. Pressure being maintained. And here as the spike actually ends up coming through. Oh my god, what a confirm from Erebus with number 3! No way.
No, nothing.
He just kill him.
Oh, it'll be like, it can easily turn around. It can easily turn around right here. We're going to Siberian Express, bring it down in here. Your train has arrived here. Did you buy the rail pass? You might have. You might have.
Oh, no. Wait, I don't know if this kills. Okay, it does. Okay, thank goodness. Man, that's saying grief right there. That's not just saying grief. You gotta understand. He will grief you if you're not careful.
Exactly.
Then grief it to him, bro. You gotta be careful about it.
Fierce on there, keep it on there, teleport on there. Been one part of typical Erebus habit. Misses the complete whip on the drive impact on there afterwards. Enough time to set up the scar one more time.
Yep, level 3. There we go.
There we go, yeah.
A nice little corner spin up there. The typical JP that we would see. Erebus. A little bit of the poke. The perfect KO actually comes through for Erebus here. Really well done so far. A terrible matchup for Eve anyway. So no surprise there.
Yeah, I've definitely been a fan of how Erebus has been handling a lot of these teleporters in there. Not getting the full amount of setup here, but misses on the Amnesia one more time in here. Just enough to get like the push away against Waffle.
Okay. Nice good job of baiting the parry so far. Going for the Amnesia. Oh, yeah, baited out the draw reversal with that.
Yeah, like was happily able to jump over that, try to get a little punish on here. Doesn't get quite to the corner, but in the corner. If you can get closer, if you can get that hug. No, teleport says no.
He's trying to utilize the Hell Stab as well to try and see if he can actually get the answer here. How he closed out his first victory there. But Waffle not able to get it this time around. That teleport is very tricky. Very, very strange to try and always consistently in and out of it. It's weird. It's a weird spot.
Yeah, especially with the way Waffle has been trying to get in there, either with the forward medium kick or the hell stabs on there afterwards. Right now, having a really bad time out of it as we saunter on. This constitutional into the corner. The drive impact is going to cause a mayhem into the level 1. Bring it down.
Oh, nice. Pressure continues on. Erebus trying to find a way to end up holding up, but still. Waffle is so good at making sure they're actually punishing the jump backs and the neutral jumps. It's something that you don't see very often. Good work from Waffle's there. You see that with a lot of high-level players. They're ready to typically punish the neutral jump or the jump back, but not really around the Grandmaster rating do you see that. So it's good that they're actually on the one.
Just turn things around on there. Going to go into the world win on here. What's the follow-up on here? Okay. Get the knockdown, try to get the approach, but we're standing in that mid-range. One more time, the lows are being checked. On their third hit, I'll drive it back, going to get denied.
Nice. The counter poke there with the crouch media kick as well. The parries are coming through. really much of a chance. Nice block. But can't punish because of the portal. Good punish with the neutral jump again.
Yeah, there's some really good awareness from Waffle right into the FBD. That should be more than enough. 2-2. This is a banger match to start off the this SF6 portion.
Shape up here, goes for the body splash, goes for the flash as well. Not enough to be able to do it and avoids both of the amnesias.
Waffle sending a message right here telling us that the game plan is not going to continue working in here. We're going to be very aggressive against it on here with this jump in into the hell snap punish counter going in. We're trying to go for the slab, but gets denied again by Erebus.
I'll try to go for the shimmy, couldn't quite find it, but a simple jump in from Waffle meant them some more position, in a better position towards the corner. Wow, that's not the way to go about it. Not off the OG Fireball. Not going to be able to build up level 3, but the approaching level 2s or the chip damage will just be enough anywhere. Yeah.
Sad point for Erebus here. Where are we going to go with this? Cross up to the other side. We're holding parry until we're no longer. We let go a little bit too early. Get the light punch in there from Waffle. Get it with the Ric Flair, like flaps.
We'll be able to set up both of the OD portals as well. No, instead goes for the normal one. Pops it. Oh, that's because he can kill here. He does that. Yeah.
Yeah, has everything in line here, so going to go ahead and finish off the job 3-2. Erebus taking it.
Not a terrible look so far. Not a terrible look at all. A solid play from both players. Of course, that is not easy to be able to do on Zangief, but at the end of the day, it is a tough matchup regardless. It's hard for Zangief to be able to do what he does in a matchup like JP. Long-reaching normals, not only long-reaching, but even in this case for JP, disjointed normals. It is rough. It is rough.
Absolutely. It's especially whenever like you finally get the approach in there, you finally get a couple knockdowns, you're getting set up, boom, teleport all the way across the screen there. Time to play the game again. You gotta, like, if you like going left to right of the screen there, trying to chase down JP, there you go. But that's a really rough way to deal with it.
Yeah, it's something because Zangief typically, if you're a character with a projectile, at least in a horizontal, like moving projectile, whether it be a Hadoken, a Fireball, whatever it is that you actually have access to, Cycle Ball, whatever the case may be, right? He has a level 2 that can actually answer most of those, but when you're kept at such a full screen distance, when you're kept so far away from your opponent, it's very hard to be able to react to level 2 there, and obviously you aren't going to find an opportunity to be able to get to be able to essentially benefit off of that. JP has so many different ways how he can mix up his projectile game that it makes it really hard to try and punish him from such a wide range. And Zangief always needs an opportunity to be able to go in, utilize headbutt, and force strike throws, something that this game is incredibly well known for. It's what makes Zangief kind of strong, is the fact that you're able to enforce a guess that is so unbelievably ridiculous because it's guess, or it's like take the hit or lose 35%. Which one do you want to do?
Yeah, and it was like that, even in the things where it's like, oh, JP can't reach out from that distance there. We saw a teleport into like midair jumping, I think medium kick it was, able to get the full combo, get that whole conversion on there. So even the things that you don't think would be necessarily the correct route, like JP can find a way around it, has shown it time and time again. Do want to give a quick shout out, by the way, that Matcherino, you can go ahead and click on that as well, like log in, put your claim code in there. I've already done it a little bit before while waiting for Fatal Fury City of the Wolves to wrap up, and with shout out to Dat Boy Juice and Mr. Leapfrog for holding it down on comms for that as well.
Absolutely. You know, if you guys are already enjoying the matches, for sure, exclamation point Matcherino in the chat to claim whatever codes are absolutely left. That's 45 of 50 codes still remaining. You guys have the opportunity to be able to claim them. And we got 61 people in here, so there's plenty of opportunities for you guys to be able to claim those codes just to get a little bit extra something to the prize.
So easy to do. You hit that login button, you have at least 2 or 3 accounts on each of those down the list there. Maybe not a Supercell ID, but definitely on Google and YouTube and all that down the list. You can find something that you log in on, hit that claim code button. You don't have to do anything else there. The work is done for you at that point. If you feel generous, if you want to help pay out the players, you can do an extra monetary donation if you want to, helping to pay out the players there, but you don't have to.
By all means, if you guys feel in your heart to be able to donate directly, you guys can do that. But if not, that's completely fine, as we're heading into Season 4 very soon. I mean, Summer Games Fest is right around the corner. We got the PlayStation State of Play coming up very soon on June 2nd. Lots of potentially good information to actually be out there for any games that you might be interested, even if it's not fighting games. Listen, we're a part of the FGC. We love fighting games. We love playing fighting games regardless. I mean, you see even my green screen background here. I mean, you see Ryu back here, of course, by all means. But video games are awesome regardless of what it is that you play. Hey, but play fighting games, please, right?
Yeah,
like, we're going to find out really, really soon exactly who's going to be in Street Fighter Season 4. So,
yeah, it's going to be very exciting.
It is. It is going to be very exciting. I would agree.
Yeah, I'm kind of hoping see what we come up with that on that. With the State of Play being on June 2nd, probably hear about it then, if not just afterwards during the Summer Game Fest itself. Hopefully on that. But you're also right. Like video games as a whole, very exciting time on that. With I still got Meaning of the Hollower to go
Bought
through.
That today too.
Yeah. I've just been. I haven't had a chance to even load it up yet. I was like, oh, it's Combo Breaker. After Combo Breaker, I can chill for a little bit. Nope. Hanging out on the Paragon FTC comms on that. No other place I'd rather be. But afterwards, Meaning of the Hollower is coming. So.
Yeah. It's pretty dope, right? I mean, I'm a big Shovel Knight fan. Always have been, right? Since it came out. So of course, Yacht Club posts another game. Of course, I'm going to get it. I've been on that PoE 2 grind. PoE 2 just had a pretty major update as well. Also, I've been playing that constantly as well. We all love fighting games, but sometimes you got to take a break from them. Sometimes you got to be able to enjoy and remind yourself how we even got here in the first place. Fighting games are absolutely amazing. But play whatever game it is you want to be able to play. It's pretty dope. We got some great fighting games on the way too. Avatar, that Avatar fighting game, man, I'm unbelievably excited for that and for Tokon. You guys have no idea. I'll shut up about those two games, man. I'm ready.
The Fawn, did you? I forget. Were you at Combo Breaker or last week? Or?
Not this year. No.
Okay. They did have the Tokon booth set up. I didn't get a chance to go see it myself on there because the line was always extremely long. I stuck in through the Kunimitsu line because that was 3 or 4 people. I was like, oh, I can play that a couple times and get my fill. But I did watch a little bit of the footage from the side, waiting at the popcorn bearing line for a little bit, and that game looking to be in a really good spot. I'm more excited than I was last year when they first announced it, honestly.
Yeah.
And if that's saying a lot, so.
Oh yeah, because it's dope. I'm glad to hear that they're making the appropriate changes. I'm glad that Avatar looks as great as it does. I mean, I'm a huge Marvel fan. I'm a huge Avatar fan. I mean, it's in my closet actually. The next time when we cut to the match and we're commentating and everything, I'll be sure I'll go over there. There's been a couple times where I've mentioned it, and I'm like, I got to make sure that people see it, right? My friends, when I was in college, they got me. It's not the very first, but they did get me the first issue of the publication of X-Men, and it's framed. It's framed in there in my closet, behind me.
Oh heck yeah!
So I can absolutely bring it out and show. I'm a Marvel head. I love it, and my grandmother gave me the actual very first edition of Spider-Man. I have the first issue of that. That's also untouched. So
that is amazing.
I listen. The X-Men and Spider-Man have always been my favorites. You put them in any fighting game, I'm going to play it. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what it is. It doesn't matter how bad my team was in Marvel 3. I played Spider-Man. I don't care. I love Spider-Man. I love Venom. I love Carnage. I love everything about Spider-Man's universe. Same thing for the X-Men. So you put them in the damn game, I'm gonna play them. That's just how it is. So that whole what was it? Because they had the oh my gosh, they had the Tokon trailer recently. Yep. Right? They had the Tokon trailer, and in the trailer, because I'm such a big ass dork. They had the 361 in there. That's the Carnage number, right?
Yeah.
One of the, yeah. I was like, dude, there's no way. If we don't get Venom, that would be. I think he's a DLC character. If Venom comes in, DLC character. If Carnage comes in, then listen, that'll be the first fighting game that Carnage has been in an official capacity.
You know,
Like,
you're right. Yeah,
yeah, he's the first one. First time he's ever been in one.
I mean, Carnage speaks a lot to my '90s tendencies as a whole. Like, it's like I would love to see. I would love to see what like if there is like Tokon is Carnage. I would love to see that variant and how they deal with it. If it's like how they set up, because all the different new designs are pretty sweet. I even like the danger design, especially on there. I'm liking where they're going with a lot of that. So and like the new Shuri Black Panthers setup. So
I'm gonna need them to make like Carnage and Willem like look like I love the designs. It has that classic Arxis flair, right? That classic Arxis flair. I don't know how I'm gonna feel as a dork about Venom and Carnage being weebified. I don't know about that. I don't know how I'm gonna feel about that. I don't know how they're gonna look. I don't know what that's gonna do to my heart, but I trust Arxis to make it look cool as hell. I don't know what I'm gonna feel when I see him weebified though. I don't know. But what if
it's Soul Bad Guy? It's just Soul Bad Guy in a symbiote form.
I'll take it. I'll take it.
Yeah,
that's something that could be badass. Yeah, that's something that could be really cool.
No, I would be all for that here, but yeah, like we're getting everything all set up for the next match here. Just give you an idea, we've been having the ladder happen throughout the remainder of top 8 for Fatal Fury. So people have been making pretty good headway on that. I think the cut is 6 game limit. Oh, 6 game. Like yeah, you gotta get minimum. 6 games. Yeah, to minimum to be considered for the top 8 on there. I know Jazzero is at the 6-0. It looks like a few other players are on that as well, but people are still trying to get it in there just to see what score they get, what percentage, see what winner or loser side if they get to top 8.
Absolutely. There's still so much that could be done with Street Fighter. I truly hope that, and actually Jazzero, I've seen it quite a few times, obviously throughout the online tournament space, but their picture on Start GG is Ibuki, and that's a character that we haven't seen hide nor tail of in anybody's story mode either in this game, actually. Like I don't think nobody's mentioned Ibuki.
Yeah, just sneaking around like no one knows where Ibuki is because she's in full ninja mode right now. Just just getting on there. I know definitely Makoto fans are very vocal about getting that character back. Like see like what happens when you get grabbed into the setup in there, third strike style. See how happy some of them are after that.
All I'm saying is that look, y'all, for everyone that's in the chat that knows a Makoto player, if they're not in season 4, I'm gonna need you to check up on them, okay?
Yeah.
I'm gonna need you to check up on every Makoto player it is that you know if she doesn't get announced in season 4. I know the leaks have been sneaking and lurking around, but I don't really waste time with looking at those. I'm not really sure if that's exactly who that's going to be or not. I hope not. Not because of the fact that I don't think any of those characters will be hype. I just don't. I think there are characters that people have been waiting for a very long time, and I just don't think any of those characters are in, except for maybe like Vega. I'm excited for Vega, but that's like the only one that I've read that I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of excited for this. I think one kind of.
I think it's, if anything, it's Vega time now. Like if that would be the case, we got the Street Fighter movie coming out there. Vega takes a prominent part from what we can see in the trailer and everything on it. It's been a long time without a Claw character in the game. Like it's time for that return on there. I think we got Claw back in season 2 Street Fighter 5. I think it was. I'm trying to remember exactly. And,
he was there earlier in the game. Vega showed up pretty well. It was Balrog that came after. I think him and Balrog were in the same season, maybe. I remember in Street Fighter 5, season 4 was like a very big turning point. Year 4 was a very big turning point for people because, in case you guys aren't aware, or maybe just weren't playing SF5, maybe SF6 is your first one. That's when we saw all those characters come out. We saw Blanca, Abigail, Sakura, Cody, Poison, G, like all of them.
Yeah.
Head and Fall. Like that was the next big season, so maybe they're setting up for something. And 40th anniversary for Street Fighter, I think it's next year. Or for 40th and 50th, it's next year, I think. So.
Yeah, so maybe big times are coming in there to celebrate that. In the meantime, though, Levi Akai versus SH Rosek here. We got ourselves our first Ingrid of the stream versus Bison, the classic, the canon matchup.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, after the into that arcade mode for sure. Ingrid. a strong character. I had just been describing this the other day with Hispanic at the Disco. Viken and Bison and INGRID both play very similarly, where they have these kind of very interesting big damage type numbers, right? Like, it's very easy for them to sneeze and get like 50%. So this is pretty interesting seeing this matchup between the two of them, because Viken has OD. I think Viken. I've been thinking about it. Bison.
We got Arxis on the brain.
That's exactly what it is. This is what we're talking about so far. Bison has a really easy time with Cycle Crusher to be able to circumvent a lot of the projectiles.
Yeah, that's a really good point there too. Especially we haven't seen it much in this match here, but as soon as you get into the set play on there, you get like we're gonna put the mine on and get into your plus frames on there afterwards. Right now, some really good called out with the anti-air option that Levi has access to with the first circle forward kick options.
No projectiles being thrown out at all. It's because there's too much of a reaction. I don't think he's worried. Oh, he gets a kill here off the kid. Yep.
Oh, and we're playing out with the level 3. We're gonna get the full version, the critical art version, sprinkled with a little bit of paprika on top of the Bison to perfection.
Yep. Really well. Levi Hakai so far. Use the OD. Tackle Crusher, got real far. That reversal is okay. It's not as strong as it could be, but even still, figuring out the projectiles might be a little bit better here. You can use the opportunity that they're covering the distance, force for a sec to essentially use OD's Tackle Crusher a lot more frequently, and then get those stops from there, because she needs it.
And again with the anti-air, going to stop in with the Devil's reverse on there after from Rostek. We're gonna get the call out with the heavy punch. Right to the confirm. There we are. The first match going to go to Levi.
Target combo into Incineration Beam is a true combo, but does not do well for Bison's old raggedy body at all, for sure. There's so much love put into this game too, because I just found out about the Dark INGRID taunt today. Like, I was like, what?
Yeah, they're actually bringing out the Sun Octopus and and all the other different attacks on there. Because not only do you have access to the Monoid move list on there, if you hit the right thing, I think it's like you have to hit like back taunt multiple times to get that Dark INGRID.
Yes. Oh, you're dead as hell, man. I hate to be the one to go you. Oh no! Levi Hakai, all the characters, all that muscle memory evaporating in a simple moment that can lead to potential demise of INGRID here. Forward throw, yet again recycling is pretty strong. Tried to bait out something, and he threw a reversal. Good block with the overhead. Nice DP. Nice block at the punish. Should be dead.
Yeah, go ahead and use the heavy beam on there. Make you can beam your way out of the situation there. Terrifying. But Levi managed to get the end of it for the round in.
Oh, nice block. Very good reaction. Show me the level 2. I need to see it, Levi. I don't know if you can hear me. My Elena brother. I'm gonna need you to pop the level 2. We gotta see some shenanigans here.
It's interesting how you can also kind of control neutral with the fireballs on there, because like depending on which one you hold down, like you can actually change the trajectory slightly on there from higher or lower, or especially from the high high fireballs. So.
Oh my god! Levi, you're crazy, man. Okay, roundhouse hit again.
A lot of heavy kicks on there. We're just gonna keep the distance on there. It's a long range button for a reason, but we got the confirm right into the level 3. Stand down. Excuse me. Let me take it down here.
Word.
Cycle Crusher, nothing for it.
Oh my god!
Oh, let me look in the mind's eye here. Play a little bit of that Space Swifter.
Right handle green.
Fall down. That was terrible at Twister.
I mean, I think anybody was. I mean, red's like on the far right, so maybe I should have said right hand on red. Man, that would have been great. There's more likely for people to fall down at that.
Oh yeah. Apply the bomb on there, right back, but the Lububu counter says hello. Get out of that situation.
Oh, that beats normal Cycle Crusher too? Oh god. Wait, this is a terrible matchup for her, actually. I didn't even think about that. I wonder if they tried to hit something after. No, that's a punish counter. So yeah, he went through the fireball and got her on the recovery.
That is true on there. Fortunately, was missed on the anti-air at the very end there, so Rosek was able to get around for themselves at that point here. But target combo into the beam, hold it down here. Got one sigil, now two. Get the full powered up on the next heavy beam.
They would have had 3 if they didn't use the beam so late. I think they ended up losing one of those stocks because they tried to do it off of the jump in plus frames as well. You can actually interrupt that if you have the reactions to it. Rosek opting to play it safe this time around with the round lead. Oh, they're too late. He didn't have the charge in time. No level 3, so he's not dead quite yet.
Kicks, okay. Trying to get the Athena Asamiya going on here, but we get the confirm right down in there. Okay, Rosek is going to be on the board now. It's 2-1.
Bison. Round 1. Fight.
Nice counter on that for the close range cycle rush crusher.
Up. That's right all the way through. Yeah, that's rough, man. That is a rough option for her. I was just talking about how she's bad at the mid-range too. That heavy kick it is that she's using is it's not even +1 block, I don't think. It's 9 frames as well, so it's on the fairly slower end. Fast for a roundhouse. I think it's like 9 or 10 for very fast for a roundhouse. It might be the fastest roundhouse in this whole game. But still something it is. You can press out a good neutral jump to avoid the drive reversal.
Yeah, beautiful conversion from the 2 LPs into the anti-air and then that neutral jump on there. Trying to keep it in there, trying to get that set point. Not if Rosek has anything to say. Apply the bomb. Check it out here. Still applied, but gets the counter punish on there on a burned out Rosek. Of course, there also are heavy punch off kind of a long range button. You have access to a follow up on the guarantee on the punish counter where you get the forward heavy punch on there afterwards into a full combo.
Again. Oh, the parry. Oh, blasted?
Yeah. They expected the other fireball at that point here, but we're going to go ahead and get that count to get the round on there with the follow-up on the scissor kicks. OD.
Oh, okay, -3 on that Bison. Cycle crusher. Oh, he's up crusher. Crouch fierce. You gotta use that level 2, fam. There's nothing wrong with using it. Don't be afraid. You'll be able to get more stocks too. So Bison will have to use OD Cycle Crusher.
Yeah, haven't seen any of those Twitter combos just yet here. No level 2s at the moment here. Maybe just trying to figure it out. Unfortunately, he's trying to get that power up on the sigil, and you're going to give Rosek more opportunity to even up and take the lead in line.
Burnout? Absolutely, yeah, that's even worse. And I was just mentioning earlier when I was talking about Ingrid, she can't do much about that at no level 3. But that time around, they find it off of the run up or dash up stand roundhouse. No way! I can't believe Rosek got suppressed. I don't know what they were expecting.
Yeah, that's the way apparently on there. And you're asking like why we haven't used that level 3 on there. Maybe just waiting for the proper situation to have it on there in the end. 3-1 here from Levi. Very nice.
Yeah, very, very nice. It's pretty insane too.
All from burnout too, like just being very aggressive on it. Like that, like a lot of people as soon as they get in burnout, it's like okay, I need to hold back. I mean, like remember like where to block here, watch out for the corner for like any drive impact and beyond that. It's like nah, hold on, like let's play that good old neutral.
Right, exactly. It's kind of unfortunate too because I had mentioned about how it was kind of a rough path for Ingrid, which it just is. When you look at things pretty genuinely, you end up running into a situation where you find yourself time and time again having a problem when it comes to dealing with what is it like the people who can get around your projectiles and circumvent them pretty easily. Ingrid kind of relies on the fact that her opponent would have to be either scared or not aware of what their options are in order for her to kind of get her stuff off, depending on the character that she's talking about. But in situations where you're fighting against a Bison, even though Levi ended up winning that set, there was quite a few times where Rasek was still willing and ready to punish, to use Psycho Crusher. I didn't even know that regular Psycho Crusher actually just punishes projectile. That's why during I believe it was either the second or the third match, when they were on Cammy's stage, they had to use OD or her OD projectile at one point because he literally was just like regular Psycho Crushing through all of her projectiles because it clashed and she would still be in recovery. I didn't know that he didn't even need to spin bar to hurt her like that, and that's a pretty big deal. That's a hella huge deal for her. So
yeah. And it was able to do that on a reaction too. We were seeing that from like that mid range on there, ready to fire out, because there's that little bit of delay on the fireball before it gets all the way. He stops, makes the subway stop, make sure to get like something at the bodega, then it moves on all the way through to the end of it. And during that time, that's more than enough time for anyone to react through that, like with the Psycho Crusher on that. Not only that, but we were seeing a lot of things where it's like, okay, maybe I get an extra sigil and get the heal going on here, like with like just to like from the distance. No, we're gonna call that out from far range here. See that in reaction. Was able to get that on the recovery of that even.
Yeah, it's it was really well done from both of the players there. It never felt like there was one or the other that was truly in control. But Levi does take the set 3-1. With that having been said, of course, Matcherino Coast 36-50. You guys are doing great, but we can do better. We got 85 people still in here, so please be sure to claim those codes if you guys have the opportunity to do so. And for those of you that are in chat, chilling and vibing, just to ask if there is a character it is that you could put into Season 4 of Street Fighter 6, who do you wish it would be? Who do you hope comes into Season 4? For me, genuinely, it was Vega. I was cool with Vega or like Dudley, Sean, Makoto, more Third Strike reps, whoever it would be. But Vega, I'm fine with. That's one of the ones I was like, I'm glad to see him again. I hope to see him, and I hope to see Balrog next season, because they've had like a trend kind of where the 4 Heavenly Kings time and time again would end up in spots where they're being released as the first character of each new season. So 2 of the 4 Heavenly Kings are already there. So Bison and Sagat already came out. Sagat this year in year 3, and then not transitioning us to year 4, Ingrid transitioning us to year 4. But at the start of year 3, it was Sagat. The start of year 2, it was Bison. So with that being said, I'm hoping that Vega and Balrog are the front runners of the next 2 seasons as well. It would be very nice. I would be okay with that, because that would be all 4 members of the leaders of Shadowloo. That would be all 4 of them at that point.
Get the 4 kings right there. I would be. I'm with you on that. First of all, like, it would be really cool to see Vega for the next season, and then afterwards you show Balrog. Like I played a lot of Boxer in Street Fighter 5, Street Fighter 2, like, and everything like that. So I would love to have my character come back in that. But if I had to pick a returning character that I think would be interesting on there, I would love to see what they do with Necro, of all characters, actually.
That would be interesting. I would be down for some weirdly represented Third Strike characters.
Yeah.
I'll be down for that. Seeing Remy again, maybe seeing Q, seeing Necro, seeing maybe like 12. Not how they did it in Street Fighter 5, which is like 11, which is like the random select. I would be interested to see how a character like 12 would be able to exist in Street Fighter 6. Like, he was pretty unique. May not have been the best, but he was definitely a unique character in that game.
Right.
Lots of weirdos in that. Oro, seeing Oro again from Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, we got you mentioned like the people, the things I've seen people do with 12 and Third Strike nowadays on that. It's like they can make you feel like, oh, suddenly you're not fighting this so-called low-tier character in this. I would love to see what they do with that. If they can even do if they would do an X copy thing, if they would like try to make his like a more unique character moveset, what they would do from that. Yeah, I think it would just be fun having another like Necro kind of always felt like the combination of Dalsum and Blanca in a lot of ways, but had like some extra little juice on top of that. I would love to just see that and like kind of like apply to the Street Fighter 6. Actually, you know what? Hold on. Drive Rush Necro kind of seems a little bit crazy. I'm kind of interested in that.
I mean, Drive Rush Dalsum isn't necessarily the craziest thing. I mean, Necro's frame data isn't like... I mean, Necro was like the Dalsum of Third Strike, to put it bluntly.
Yeah.
Like, he very much so was very stretchy limbs, but not fire, but electricity. That was kind of his whole thing. but I definitely could see him being interesting in Street Fighter 6. There is simply one character. Actually, you know what? I've asked a lot about people who y'all want to see back. Who do y'all not want back? Because I have an answer. I've definitely got an answer.
Well, I want to hear what chat says on that. Fawn, who do you not want to see back first, though?
Urian. I would rather eat a bowl of rusty nails than see him ever again.
Okay, you know what?
No. The idea of somebody having Drive Rush fears, oh my god, him having Drive Rush with Aegis Reflector would make me pull my own hair out. Actually, I refuse. There's no way. Drive Rush Aegis Reflector, Drive Rush Sweep on him, Drive Rush Stand Fierce.
But
I was like his crush counter button. It was so strong in SF5. I'm so good, bro.
But imagine he could do the Aegis Reflector and then Drive Rush under you and get to cross under to the other side or something like that. Yeah.
Oh my god, like his back throw combo, his throw combos into the reflector being way stronger because of the addition of Drive Rush. Absolutely insane.
We in my local scene, we have a really good third strike Urian player that has made me say words about Urian on that. It just I'm also okay with not seeing that character again for a while on there. As far for me, I don't know if there's any characters that I would say I don't want to really see return back, even Urian on that. I do want to. This is going to be like a non-answer to this. I would love to see like what they do with like an original character on that. If someone gets denied for that, I would love to see that.
Yeah, I would absolutely be down for that as well. But for now, I mean, listen, the matches have already gone through. Things have been pretty chill, so hopefully you guys will be able to enjoy more Street Fighter 6 right after this break. Hello, one and all, and welcome back to the streets. Here we are in top 8 after the ladder bracket has just rounded things out all nice and smoothly. That means that we will be seeing our final 8 contestants at the end of this brutal bloodbath that typical ladder brackets are, to be honest with you.
Yeah, it's like we didn't get to see a lot of the ladder bracket just because of everything. We're trying to finish up Fatal Fury City, the Wolves, but those who have entered, those who have been fighting, I think everyone in this top 8 has fought each other at least, has fought like at least 2 or 3 of the other people in this bracket at least once on here. Jazdero is the only undefeated person in this top 8, though.
Yeah, so far so good for Jazdero. I mean, Jazz is a pretty strong competitor no matter what game it is that they've touched, but of course Street Fighter being the most common one it is that we find them in, and time again. If you guys have not had the opportunity to check out that match Reno, there's only 17 codes remaining after the break. You guys have been doing an absolutely killer job. 17 of 50 is still 17 of 50. We can claim those last few remaining codes and everything will be all good under the hood as we wait for our first top 8 match here after the break.
Yeah, we got the bracket all up, ready for go. Like we said earlier, Jazdero versus Levi Akai, Just One versus EC, Erebus versus B Mansley, and then my favorite matchup right now, Toaster versus Waffle. Get up! Are you ready for your Twitter arguments in the chat? I'm ready. I'm ready for that.
The battle of the road kitchen appliances, definitely. Pretty dope to be able to see 2 names that couldn't go even better together in a top 8 bracket. So really funny for that. Erebus, B Mansley, as you mentioned, Just One versus EC, Jazdero versus Levi Kai. Lots of these guys. I said it once, I'll say it 1,000 times. You see them very often frequenting the online space. Different tournaments here and there, spread out between TNS, between Paragon, even in some cases Motivation Academy, even in some cases FlyQuest. It's been very interesting to see a lot of them just kind of spread their wings and really show their stuff. There was something that Punk had said that really, really settled well with me, and I agree. It's very often that in online brackets that people think that the online bracket is the preparation for the in-person tournament. That's not the case. Playing in a tournament, regardless of whether it's online or offline, improves you. And you winning that online bracket, you playing in that online bracket that may not be as big, or you playing in that online bracket that is a hell to go through. If you win it or still place top 8, you did a damn good job. And the reason the thing that Punk had brought up was he was talking about, I remember seeing Junior and Guy, like a couple of other people. I mentioned 2 Zangy players, but there's a few other people as well where they were participating in Comp Breaker in the pools, and he was like, he's so glad to see them at that level because he said that he sees people online talking a lot about the fact that like they don't think they're really grinders, but they are. He said those TNS brackets are hell. Those online brackets, they're hard to get through. So the idea that they're here showing stuff and everybody's like, whoa, these guys are pretty good. Never heard of them before. He's like, it's proud, right? It's building.
Yeah, it's building up that one, like you were doing your homework and showing it to the class at this point. Like you're getting to a top 8 for a Paragon Online, for any of these online brackets here. No small feat whatsoever here, and especially being able to, with these like being weekly to weekly, you're able to see players grow in that. One of my plays very wildly, of course, like one of my examples is actually a local of mine, the Mask Cusco, who still plays a little bit wild, but is smart. He is actually thinking a lot behind it, either from both like playing the character and understanding some of the tendencies of that, and also the tendencies of the average player they're fighting against on there. And it's actually been really a joy seeing them to grow into that. It's like starting to incorporate some of that frame advantage, trying to get understanding. It's their first real opportunity to play a fighting game, and they really gelled well with it. So that's cool to see.
Of course it is, right? I mean, like there's a big emphasis that gets put on high-level competitive play in any game, right? The reality that people don't understand is you have a lot of these hometown heroes and a lot of these really strong online warriors, these demons, that can't show up to the same age as everybody else, whether that be financial reasons or maybe even personal reasons.
It's hard.
But they can be just as good as some of the bigger ones, right? People didn't know who Blaz was until he showed up to CPT and smoked most of the people that were there, especially anticipating certain players to make it into top 8. He's cooking them, he's killing them, right?
Yeah.
That's something it is that he was consistently doing at CPT. And it's something that we're going to keep seeing happen because these players don't ever give up. They have determination. And that's what fighting games are about at the end of the day. You really have to bang your head into that brick wall over and over and over and over and over again to see progress, to make sure that you're able to actually push forward into that top 8 spot or be where you want to be. It's a tireless, thankless job when you play highly competitive like that. And it is something that you will get your time to shine. You will get your moment to be able to do so, but the work is just as necessary as the effort it is to get there, right? That climb is hard. It's hellish. It's really rough, but you can absolutely do it. It's just rough and it's hard. But these online brackets are where it starts.
Yeah, it's hard. It like you said it best, Fawn, like in there where, especially when you're on these online brackets here, a lot of times you're in the comfort of your own home. Like, you don't get a lot of like feedback on there. Like, you may win or lose here. It's like, well, I'm out of the tournament here. I'm still on a computer. That's not to say like that. Like, we like being a participant in the Discords and everything else helps out with that in the long run. But right now, though, we got a top 8 loser bracket. We got to celebrate these top 8 players on here. And we got to start out with the Waffle versus the Toaster.
The olive road can combine to even the same color. Well, I just realized.
Oh man,
really, the yellow and black.
Yeah, they got the Eggo waffle colors going on.
Oh, this block as well, or burger carry up. I mean, going to be able to carry him to the corner. Let's see what the Oki looks like for him. And here, one throw. Are we going for another one? Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're playing Street Fighter 6.
You got to put 2 waffles in the toaster. That's why there's 2 slots. Okay, Jinrai goes in for the overhead.
Nice. Getting her up. Tried to wait. I saw that stand roundhouse for a second. I don't know if that was anticipation for a jump potentially. But with these 2 names, it's making me think with the coordinator as well. These 2 probably play each other quite a bit, I would imagine.
Oh, unfortunate on the whiff on the command throw is going to give Toaster a firm opportunity to go in, make it buttery hot here. KO.
All it absolutely takes. Just a little bit of time and opportunity. Be able to whittle your way down for victory. These high-level matches or matches that even involve like tournament play in general is sometimes they can be a slog. People play a little bit slower depending. Oh, good backdash, but no punish. 2 missed punish opportunities on the sweep and then on the attempt at Siberia.
Yeah, maybe trying to expect for another option in there that didn't come out there, so left it on the table here, but we're trying to throw out the second Hadouken. Is going to get the punish in there for Waffle on here. This Waffle's fighting back.
Almost half fierce. The headbutt as well. There we go. That he did. Drive right in. Goes for the knee, if anything. Standing medium punch. Managed to close it out pretty simply. Waffle looking pretty good. Tied up one of the keys so far in terms of rounds. Probably loses. Oh, set fierce.
Yeah, first go ahead and knock down, trying to get the setup on there, but immediate wake up. DP, OD version off. It's been a lot of drive meter on here, but right now it may turn out to be working. Here we go, bringing it out with the level 3. Sit down.
Yeah, it's not looking too terrible. The HP is looking rough on the side of Waffle, but this is Grief, so I'm not really feeling any kind of way about the fact that his HP is low. Patience. Tried the SPD. That was an SPD attempt. Oh, too far away for the Siberia. Got the extended version of it. If you're too far away, that's what happened.
Yeah, unfortunately, like, was almost looking like it got away with the whiff attempt on there, but of course, Toaster managed to eke that out here, going right back into a wall, getting a strong start in there, try to go in for the Ric Flair chop one more time, get denied with the DP.
Oh. Try to get live to it again. SPD already through there. Oh, the parry attempt.
Loving arms.
SPDs, and you're already on game point. The third one will the deal for the round.
And that was just a lot of just kind of keep it in the minds game, like just go in, get those plus frames in there. Anything to call out with the SPD if you're trying to take your turn back was getting denied. But this is now a familiar situation from the beginning of that last one with the Hadouken on there, getting thrown out back into the corner. We go for Waffle.
Pressure on, went for the parry attempt, but instead decided to play the wait and bait game. Managed just to get the punish counter, but still wasn't able to close it out this time around. A stand medium punch, that 5-frame medium, so strong for Ken to be able to close it out. It's very easy.
A little bit of delay for the second Hadouken. See if we get the jump over this time around from Waffle, but now This goes right into the Siberian Express one more time. You got the corner, and you know what? Let's go for seconds.
Jump. No jump. Instead, willing to press back. That's one of the last things. I don't think I've ever seen anybody do that. I think against Zangief, there's very often times where I see people hold up, hold north. Get me out of there. I don't want to deal with whatever's coming next. But that's one of the first times where I'm like, oh, so people are you're just pressing back. That's so crazy.
Yeah. Oh, we tried to go in for the grab one more time. Look at Siberian Express out there, but the just going to go walk underneath there for Toaster. That looks like a taunt, like accidental taunt input, get a hit there. So the punish is going to be only there, and the punish on the standing fierce afterwards. That's a round.
You gotta be able to post out that wall splat, make it a little bit more combo position for Ken or anybody it is who would actually get hit by a raw DI in such a way. I'm still trying to play the patient game here. Going for whip punishes on stand lights, definitely not the way to go about it. No punish on the crouch, or on the sweep. But that crouch light punch was a lot. It still didn't even end up being anything though.
We actually able to get the command grab on there afterwards. Drive rush into the knee, trying to check it out here, but we're walking back here. We're not trying to deal with it because now we get another knockdown. Okay, the corner we go.
DP, no punish. Okay, manages to get the stand fierce. Oh no, you don't have to get clean for that. Going for the DI back.
Didn't get the third hit, didn't have anything else, so just had to deal with fate itself here. Critical moment for this in the loser side of the bracket, and the beautiful block on the DP for Waffle. Bring up that storm.
Yep. Big damage incoming. Yep. At least over 50. So we're gonna go into some things out. Try to go for a heavy dragon lash, but couldn't quite do it. Drive brush crouch fierce. Sorry, not crouch fierce, crouch light punch.
Yep. Too late on the first parry attempt, but we get that cross over.
Oh.
A lot of good call outs in there from Waffle just to stop a lot of the pressure that Toaster's been trying to give out here. But we're going back to the custom room here. We thinking about change here? Do we need a new Toaster? Do we need to go to the department store?
Seems like he's upgraded his model, if anything, from Ken to Sagat. That is definitely not a downgrade, not in the slightest. Really strong.
That's one of those like when you order from the mail order catalog. Like, check out the electronics on this.
For sure, I absolutely agree, but the reason why I was a bit tentative in saying that is because you fighting with Sagat means that you got to be ready to end here for sure, and that's something they weren't even doing with Ken.
That's a really good point.
You have less of an opportunity to press with Sagat than you do with Ken, actually. And it's that would have been fitting his style more, but let's see if Toaster's able to change it up a bit. No DP again. SPD. It's about to happen again, too. Yep,
you called it.
I know, because he's not... Toaster isn't holding up. They're choosing to jump at the wrong time, so they keep getting grabbed.
Oh, but we call out the Sand Fierce with the low. Try to go right back into it, but Waffle already up in the air, getting the full punish on there. Holds it out on there. Doesn't get the connecting flight, though.
No DP. You gotta get another further parry. Carries him across the screen just for a bit. I'll try to stop him. Blocks. Sweeps. Galore. Oh, didn't want to block. So now you're about to dodge.
Yeah. And that's going to be all that you need. Showcase on the show. Put it on for them. Get a little bit of an easy pop for the victory. Waffle going to be dominating this Toaster. Well done.
Not too terrible of a look for sure. I mean, once again, there's sometimes when it is you play fighting games and you end up in situations where when you watch certain matches or when you're when you're participating in those matches, that sometimes the player at the core can have a bit of the issue, right? Doesn't necessarily matter what character that you end up playing against. I've mentioned it before on the stream and even on multiple other streams that I've been on.
Yeah.
When you get to a certain level, it's pretty much known, especially in fighting games, when you get to a certain level, you stop playing against the character and you start playing the player. In that situation, that was the player having That was the player essentially losing more than the character was. Right, it just came down to the point of decision making. I think Ken benefited their playstyle incredibly well, and I think Sagat was a worse pick only because of the fact of Toaster was very proactive when pressing, and they benefited the most off of when they were actually able to counter poke, when they were able to actually forcibly take their turn back off of a crouch medium, stay on light, whatever it is they may want to do. And Sagat doesn't have that. His frame data is very, very strange, so you can't play him in the same traditional way you would everybody else. On top of the fact that he kind of needs you to be ready to anti-air in different ways. Punishing people out of the air is something that Sagat does incredibly well because of forward roundhouse, back fierce. He's got so many tools other than DP, and you kind of have to be ready for that. But if you aren't hitting a normal DP, then you're not going to really find yourself in a way where you can effectively get the most out of his damage.
There was some conversation happening early on with that between the two players, and there early on where, like, getting early on with Toaster, like not being respectful with the EXDP on the wake up, try to get that Geef waffle off of them on there, and eventually, like at that point, it's like, oh, this is how you're speaking to me? Hold on, we're just gonna drive rush in here. I'm gonna get in your range, get threatened off here. I'm gonna block it on there. We saw that happen twice as a result of that from that basic standpoint. Like you said earlier, though, was realizing, oh, you're not trying to jump up, you're not trying to get away from this, so I can set up the momentum and get going. You're not able to escape this pressure as a result of your decisions.
Yeah, like it's. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with how it is that they're playing. Using like a DP makes a lot of sense. There's tons of
right
where you can end up doing it, and it's just in order to actually create a situation where you have enough space to be able to start your own game plan back. However, it's not necessarily always going to be super easy for you to do what it is that you need to do because of how overloady this game is, right? It's very, like, people talk about the mental stack. Sometimes your brain gets overloaded in this game. There's certain things, like, I've realized the better that I've gotten, I'm aware, I'm paying, like, more attention. Currently, I have, like, 2 characters in Grandmaster, right? So I'm still trying to get to Ultimate Grandmaster back to where I had previous season with Elena and stuff like that. But I'm essentially, I'm aware, but I'm not taking account for everything, right? Like, that's something it is that you can't really do in Street Fighter 6 unless they start doing it. Like, for example, I had to kind of give up on being ready for a throw loop every time because it made me more aware and more anxious for when somebody was going for a throw, when in reality, taking the throw is the better choice, especially if you've got like a life lead or anything of the sort, because you don't want to ruin it by one small mistake and then you're eating like 50%.
Yeah, and that's 100% on that. And you got to think about through this here with going into our first winner semifinal match here. We got Izzy versus Just One. We got Jury versus the Jamie. Already a whiff DP punish in there for Just One. Going to get the like a full half of that bar nearly gone in here, but the wake up DP get off the
EC rocking the new recent drip as well off of the INGRID update. I believe that's the Drive Tech or Drive Wear, whatever it's called.
Drive Tech, yeah.
Drive Tech, yeah.
Yeah, the new probably all like comfort all-purpose wear on that. I want to know if they want to know how soon we're going to see that in the actual Capcom shop at this point. But first round going to Izzy.
Oh, okay. Probably thought that Juan was going to try and take a turn. In fact, they were very aggressive in the very beginning. EC using a lot of using their ODDP and the reversal a lot because they understand that Quan wanted to really take their turn and not try to give them the chance to do so. They're burning through a lot of their drive gauge, something I've seen ECD quite a bit just to maintain the advantage. And look at it. Now Quan's the one on the other side. 2 attempts at an anti-air on 2 different rounds, and both of them end up looking on Jamie is an unfortunate character. That's the best way I can describe what just happened.
You know what? That's the nicest, kind of gentlest way to say that because, yeah, you got pushed out of the way and there Izzy was going to get the full brunt of the punish on there. Checking the cell phone early on here, 1-0 now. Also, just a quick, while we have the slight delay here, before we ran out, Matcherino, exclamation point Matcherino, fill it out. We got 15 of those codes remaining, and I do know that we have Carlos Perez putting in $5 to the pot to direct contribution, so thank you so very much for that.
And the pressure on, Juan's back to the wall of anything, trying to backdash while the throw was coming. Juan's aware and trying to be as proactive on defense as they can. Yeah, one of the attitudes was No counter hit. Managed just to block it. Try and punish.
All right. So we're gonna go ahead, sets up the drive rush. Going in, nice call out with the punish counter, and again we're getting closer and closer to that westward corner.
Oh, got the crossbar yet again. That's something it is that has to also be practiced quite a bit. Crosscut, I'm not even good at them. I'm not even saying that that's like something it is that, oh, well, you should be doing that 100% of the time. But it's at this level of play, if you want to be ready for it, you got to practice it a lot more. Like, I'm not good at crosscuts myself. That's because I don't.
Oh, again! You're like, kind of like what you called out in the last match on here happening yet again. The level 3 is on deck here. One more interaction is what you need for Issy to get into the 2 space on here. Right now we're in the hard knockdown, keep in the corner. This time the anti-air works out for just one.
Yeah, the crouch spirits worked out decently, but that also had whiff. That was the first anti-air that working out. But drive rush prevails again. Drive rushing the back poke with the distance is going to be incredibly difficult for you to do much of anything.
Right. And that, you're talking about with cross cuts and cross ups on there, just trying to set up those scenarios, playing it in the inside training. That the best opportunities come that for the players have been the ones that time and time again set it up in the training or go back on the replays and try it out for themselves in there. I know Harms does a really good job of that, showcasing with his Alex and his Honda. Right now though, set point for Izzy coming in.
Guys, just go calm. Takes only 1 drink from there. I mean, I guess Jury would be the one to be able to punish that if he comes to take 2 drinks. Some characters you can take 2 drinks on. Jury's not one of them. She's too fast. She has such good range with buttons. What an ODDP. Did it preemptively. That time we get the cross cut. Well done.
Okay. All right, we're starting to wake up a little bit here. Going to go ahead with the drive impact afterwards here. Got a level 2 on deck just in case. We're holding back though. We're just trying to see what we're giving the time in there. Okay, yeah, we're going to go ahead. Get the drink on.
Oh, okay. Definitely a mistake. Building up to the level 3 EC definitely takes this game 3-0 and wins the semi-finals.
Oh, good stuff from Izzy on there. I see why just Juan was being a little bit more conservative on getting the drinks. Like you were saying earlier, Jury's fast character, being able to get a punish on there. Didn't try to call out for it, but we've seen that final match starting to get little bits and pieces, trying to put that game plan together. Just too little, too late at that point.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate too. I mean, Jamie's anti-airs are known to kind of be notoriously bad, so it's not necessarily the weirdest thing, right? That they weren't able to punish it, but it is unfortunate at the end of the day.
Yeah,
which things could have definitely been a bit better, but sometimes it's just not like that. Sometimes it don't be like that.
Yo, by the way, shout out to Duoza with the 1175 in the direct contribution alongside the code claimed on there. Thank you so very much. Now we're at 2650 for the match arena for tonight on here. And we still got 11 of those codes remaining. So if we get 11 of you to hit that claim code button and finish the job, we can stop asking you to claim those codes and start thanking you for doing it.
Yeah, absolutely. Not very much time left here obviously in the top of 8 bracket, but we still got plenty more matches to go as well. So you guys got time to be able to claim what it is that you can. We've seen Just Juan versus EC. We have seen Toaster versus Waffle. But 2 matches, one of them in losers round 1 and the other one in losers winners semifinals we have not seen yet, which is Jazdero versus Levi Hakai and Erebus versus B Mansley.
Yeah, so it looks like, I'm looking at the bracket right now. You can follow along at home, !point bracket, but it looks like Erebus had the DQ out of the bracket, unfortunately. At least from what I'm seeing here in the top 8. So that will mean that when we get to loser quarterfinals, it'll be Just Juan versus B Mansley at that point. So we're probably going to get our next other winner semifinal match here, Jazdero versus Levi Hakai.
Not too much so far in terms of what to expect here. Not really sure exactly which characters it is that they'll be sticking with. Levi Hakai, definitely a player that uses a variety of different characters. Erebus, I know we had seen earlier, as well as B-Man. Hensley, I believe. Jazdero and Levi Hakai. It's pretty interesting seeing how these matches can kind of unfold, but at the end of the day, it just depends on who ends up getting picked, and then the character matchups can be discussed, etc., etc. But for the most part, but for the most part, it has not been super terrible. Big vibes, chilling all the way around. If anything, it could be pretty interesting to see how these matches unfold. But regardless, I am excited and very grateful to be able to commentate this when I have the opportunity to be able to do so.
I know, likewise, especially like first week INGRID is coming out. I was very excited for that character leading up to it. Been able to, haven't got to play as much in training with that character as I've been wanting to, but from what I saw, just very fun. I've seen some wild stuff with level 2 combos. I hope to see some of that here at this top 8 even, potentially, if Levi is still sticking to the INGRID here.
Yeah, I'm curious to see that as well. I mean, Ingrid's one of those characters where, once again, like, she may not have, like, she's strong. It's because of, so there's two different types of conversations that have happened, right? There's the type of conversation that happens that is centered around big damage characters, right? Because we had a similar conversation with this around, I guess, yeah, no, two different topics, essentially. So essentially, when it comes to Marissa, there is, so essentially, Marissa is one of those characters where people were talking about she's really good because of the big damage it is that she has. And then the more that people played her, you see situations where it's like, well, she's not that great. She doesn't have the buttons or normals or confirms that most characters are able to have. She might be a bit too slow on the slower side. She has some solid buttons, but most of the frame travel target combos she has, either like genuinely a strategy as I've seen people do is they'll hit up back in the middle of her medium target combo. They'll get hit by the first one, so when the second one pulls, it's a punish counter automatically. Stand Fierce is not a true target combo. You can press in between it if you want to with the 4 frame, and you should be able to interrupt it. There's different ways to be able to stop her. Some of it is genuinely a reaction check, like genuinely. Some of it is just like you have to practice enough to be able to see what that character is about to do and anticipating it and moving from there, and that's kind of what you got to do. But at the same time, what's incredibly important is you have characters that are like thought that they're better than they are because they have big damage, and then there are characters that are really, really good with big damage, right? And I think INGRID is one of those characters. Her having weaknesses does not accentuate her not accentuate, but does not diminish how good she already is, because of the accessibility to her damage is what makes it so scary, right?
Yes.
I've played a lot of Street Fighter 6. I've literally been playing this game since it came out, nonstop, right? Like 2,000-3,000 hours, something like that, right? Like it's a lot. I've been playing for a very, very long time.
Okay, yeah.
Out of all the matches I have ever played, I am terrified against INGRID. I am more cautious and more patient than I typically am with a lot of other characters, because it really is that simple for her. There will be times where she will eventually, she'll hit you with a full screen beam and she gets a confirm off of that. Even something as simple as that is crazy, right? Forward Fierce is a move that not only is just good and leads into a lot of her more damaging routes, but also is a low crush. What do most characters in this game use? Low forward, crouch medium kick, right? It's something that they're going to use very often at certain ranges. So you'll see a lot of INGRID players fishing for Forward Fierce. You don't have access to the options it is that you have anymore. You get hit by that. Heaven forbid she has all 4 stocks, because it's easier to get than you would think it is. Like, genuinely, for that.
Yeah, it really is. You have opportunity in there to, like, in the middle of your combo, be able to get like 1 or 2 stocks if you set it up just right on there. Even during, like, if you have like access to level 2 and you're going in there, you get like at least like a stock on there just to prepare for either the part in the future if you need that for the stock on there, or you save that for a little bit later for your extra setup beyond that. So there's interesting ways that you can do that, but it is easy to access from that. In fact, like I think I was saying earlier, like you get that from I think on punish counter on your standing fierce, you can just full access to forward heavy punch into beam into a full setup from there. So you got to really watch out for that if you fight an opponent that loves their heavy buttons.
Yeah, it's INGRID's one of those characters as well that also benefits a lot off of mind games, right? Her zoning is not just that at the end of the day. It's not just zoning, where I'm gonna throw a couple fireballs here and there and you're gonna be worried about it, like, for the majority of the time. It is the fact of how it is how she can alternate them. It's the trajectory she can set them at. It's her being able to cover the aerial approach. And another big thing is the fact that not only is she able to do that, she's the only character in this game, I think, because Guile has to wait for you to actually get hit by a fireball before he throws another one. Ingrid can set up multiple fireballs. She can use OD and then regular fireball right behind it, and you have
That's
to
true,
do
yeah.
those. And that's something it is where you kind of can just like force him back quite a bit, and it's something that you have to respect a lot from her. Something that I haven't seen like a lot of people do, but I've been doing it a lot and finding a lot of value out of it. Using OD fireball and setting up the aerial one is really rough, because even at the angle that it goes at, if somebody jumps, sometimes it will hit them depending on how late in the jump they are or when they react. And like it's interesting. It's just there's so many different ways. Ingrid's one of those characters where she has so much, it is going to take you a lot of time to understand what she needs to do. Like,
that is very true.
And how she needs to do it. It's crazy.
Yeah, there's not only that with like setting up the OD and then the fireball, you can set up like which trajectory you want on there, depending on which buttons you hit for your OD. It's like, no, I want to go like hold it down, go up above here, still be able to fire off the other one, keeping on approach there. You can kind of mix up that place in a way that I don't think we're going to be able to fully explore until maybe even a month out, like where people are really going to see the full value of a move like that. I think that's going to be incredibly interesting to see where they go from that. Right now, we're seeing something basic. We even saw with Levi earlier, not anything with like kind of like the long, big damage in there, just kind of keeping it as simple as possible with the firing off the beams in there, happily using the either like the big beam on there, like if they have access to it, or the counter on top of that when they were getting too close. We saw that even from Devil's Reverse from Bison on there. But we also saw that Bison Psycho Crusher able to get through a lot of the projectiles on there, had to switch over to the beam before they could get that damage on there. I can't remember if that was like with the 2 sigil or not on there at the moment, but be kind of curious to see how different characters interact with this, especially with what's coming up here.
Yeah, exactly. It takes some time to be able to get used to that type of character as well. Sometimes that's also a very real thing that I encountered on the very first time it is that I played Ingrid as well, was the idea of choice paralysis, right? You have so many options that are open and available to you that you're like, well, then which one do I hit at this moment, at this time?
Yeah.
Because all of them seem good, right? Like the core of what I was thinking about was, okay, stand medium punch, stand medium kick is going to be the target combo I'm going to want to rely on consistently. I'm going to want to look for that opportunity. I'm going to want to look for the chance to be able to utilize it, right? Sometimes I wasn't able to do that because I realized that her standing medium punch, despite how strong it is and great in combo tools, it's not so great in being able to like counter poke or anything of the sort. It's a 6 frame, it's chill, but it's not a whiff punish tool, right? That's like her standing roundhouse, or like maybe even her crouching fierce, depending on the range, or maybe even her standing fierce is more of a poke than it is a counter poke, but you can use it as such. Some buttons are like just dedicated to like, yeah, I'm using this counter poke. Like, I'm not really looking for any other opportunity but trying to hit somebody from far enough away, or making sure that I can actually keep the pressure on. So it's something. It is very interesting to see how these matches unfold in general, and how Ingrid sort of like blooms as after like one flower petal to the next, right? The more that you play this character, the more that we're going to end up seeing a lot more of what she can do. And I think she just has so much potential. I just think there's so much out of there, man. It's crazy how much she has access to.
Yeah, it's a hell of a way to end the season for sure. Just like kind of showcasing that. And as far as where I think like is the final World Tour character, like if they're stopping the end of service on that, like I haven't been able to look too much deep into that part, unfortunately. But that would be a pretty good character to showcase, to show off on that as well here, like kind of bringing that forward. But we're trying to sort out quickly like who's like what is coming up here. So thank you all so very much for your patience here, hanging out with Fawn and I on here. If you just joining us just now and you didn't get to see the Fatal Fury, and you're probably like, does Paragon do any other games? Do they do any other video games on the internet directly for you? Well, I got good news for you. They are all right there. We got Invincible Versus on Monday. Take a break on Tuesday. Go sleep for a little bit. You need a little bit of sleep for Wednesday. Guilty Gear Strive. Thursday, Tekken 8. Friday, Grand Blue Fantasy versus Rising. And we got the Saturday, of course, Fatal Fury 356. And got Sunday with 2XKO. Not with the exception of Tuesday, not a day of the week goes without Paragon Online. So thank you all to be able to check that out. The bracket format's a whole lot of fun. If you've never done that before, I highly encourage you to do it.
Absolutely. Always be sure to check us out. And also, not only that, Road to the Top. I wanted to talk about that because that was something I
Yeah.
thought was really cool. I don't know if you have the graphic or anything, Khalil, you can throw up there. Yeah, absolutely.
Also traveling.
There you go.
But yeah, that's really cool to see. Road to the Top with the the Strive Community League, especially with that lining down for XQXL and later in early October on there. So that's going to be exceptionally cool to see. Of like the growing up. I know that's a Psy Games 4-star event too for Grand Loop. So definitely check that out. Definitely try your luck.
Yeah, I thought it was super dope, so I was like, yeah, I gotta bring this one up, right? I mean, like, FGC, at the end of the day, is known to be the community, right? The fighting game community, and that's what's incredibly important. So I think any opportunity that you have to support the community in any big way is really sick, and the community league is just the way to do that. So it's super dope. With the inclusion of, once again, Uma Musume, listen, man, I don't play that game. I don't know who any of those characters are. I know Jesu, like, I talked with Jesu, like, what, like 2 years ago, or like something like with Breaker, because we've done like
he was
commentary.
Yep. Yeah, he
He
was in on it. So he was in on the trends before it was a trend. So
yeah, like it was like we worked like a couple of events together, and like he's a great guy. I have like literally no issues with it whatsoever. But I'm like, dude, the damn horse game. I don't know anything about what it is that you're talking about. And I watch anime. I don't watch very much anime. But I'm like, listen, I don't know who you're talking about.
Let me tell you, if you like sports anime, Uma Musume is a secret sports anime, and you probably predict that as well. But regardless of that, Loser Corners is about to begin. Just one versus B. Mansley.
Dude, standing fierce, not only just any standing fierce, a drive rush standing fierce where he creates a bigger window for those advantageous frames to use. B. Mansley still being forced into the corner by Just One. With the pressure on, tries to go for the parry, no drink at all, but a DP does allow him to escape a breath of fresh air for a moment, a brief reprise before it's inevitably ended by a well-timed out.
All right, we saw just one a little bit ago with the 3-0. Like, is he able to move on the winner's side here? But looking much more comfortable in this matchup for B. Mansley's Terry. Do a little bit of breakdancing.
Tries to use the burn knuckle, doesn't get the screen shake, so no plus frames there.
Come down, get the drink on there. Enough time. Get drink number 2 in on it.
Just another drink number 3.
Okay.
Now we're a little bit tipsy, if anything. We're getting a little bit crazy. No, not enough to build a level 3, but now we're sloshed. That's a 10% damage buff as well.
Yeah, we are burned out though, so we've got to be at least a little bit careful, but we got that confirmed. Doesn't matter at that point. First match is going to go to Just One.
That burn knuckle being trumped by the neutral jump medium kick, and that's something that I think is really interesting, because it's the same type of strategy you see people use when they're trying to avoid knee press from Bison. They'll do neutral jump a lot because they'll go right under and they'll be able to punish on the way down. So that's something that I hadn't thought about utilizing against Terry.
That seems to be working pretty well right now. Another drink on hand, has 3, but we're getting pushed into the corner with the throw. Have another one, just for seconds. We know third on here. We're just trying to reach out, see if we can get a hit, get a hurt box.
Oh, that shoulder. Yeah, that damage buff is no joke. He does more damage when he finishes combos off with Makai, which is essentially his breakdance. But even still, sometimes when you're using the Rekka, it's a good way to be able to frame trap people. Okay, we're playing Street Fighter 6.
Yeah, like one more time, holding it back, tries to go in for another overhead. This time, B. Mansley was able to escape with the burning knuckle. A little bit of an extra push in there for a forward throw of their very own into the drive rush.
He did. Not going to be able to find the biggest punish, but keep it as simple at least. It is a punish.
Yeah. You're going to at least get that middle part of the life bar out of the way here. And Just One doesn't have a lot of resources on the level side here to get around. And we're going to get the punish on the ground projectile. Going to bring it down, tie up the round count.
Fierce from there. Oh, big punish incoming.
Back shoot.
Oh, tried to. Wasn't able to punish in time. A well-timed backdash from Just One. But they weren't able to at least find a hit that enabled them a little bit more leeway. Hey, that punish counter gives them more positioning towards the corner. Very advantageous for them. Tries to go for the throw. Has to go for him.
Oh, we got the challenge right back out. And going to go ahead and use that level 1 on hand here. Oh, we bait out the throw, but we don't get anything for it. Just going to reach out with the palm. Follow up.
Both players really low on their drive gauge. Found a great easy hit. He'll be able to do the level 1. Not dead? Yeah, just barely. And the overhead to finish it off, sealing the deal to tie things up 1 apiece.
Oh, Just One was being very active in those first 2 matches on there, and I think it turned around against them at that last moment because B. Mansley was able to eke it out on that final hit. Right now, trying to keep to the mid distance, trying to approach with the medium kick in there from Just One. Nothing really for it here, but we're going to go in with the counter hit on the confirm.
Burn just for a moment. The consistent usage of that burn knuckle has allowed Juan to be able to outspace it more consistently at the very end here. Or at least not at the very end, excuse me, this tiebreaker here.
Oh, using the OD, like the power wave on there. Nice little whip punish on there. We're just going to go right in. Oh, you try to go in with the drive impact. No, you have not enough life to make that happen. Just One is just able to eke it out there.
Good bird. Okay, try to go for the throw. Oh, no anti-air.
No. Like you were saying earlier, like with Jamie, it's a little bit hard to anti-air like consistently with this character on here. Maybe a little bit of hesitation goes a very long way here. Having to fight off of it, but the confirm for B. Mansley tells you to sit down. We're going to round 3.
Okay, let's take a look. And manages to use the ODDP as well. Mansley was going for an attempt to try and see if they could actually keep the pressure on. Too big of a gap, going for 3 jumps in a row. Every time it has been met with an additional drink. Now there's only 1 remaining for Juan to use. Pop the level 3. It's not going to be enough to kill, obviously, so I wonder if they're going to go for the reset route. Stand medium, punch it across here, leads into a DI reset. About to see if they do it. No. Just the 4th drink. Plus frames.
CA available, try to go in for the throw on here. Gets a little bit of confirm, puts themselves in burnout though, so the jump in is going to get a full effect on here. Right tackle, getting the confirm.
God.
Oh no!
It could happen to you.
I'm glad it's not. I'm glad it's happening to someone else on the street.
You being burned out with no drive gauge. Drive, punch, crouch, medium punch. No, just the burn knuckle. You have to DI him. He did the normal DP. There's no invincibility in that at all. He had to go for the DI.
Oh. Wow. Wow. Like that escalated extremely quickly on there. So here we go, back in training stage here. Match number 4 out their way with waits it out, okay.
Put the pressure on. Coming through here, goes for the palm. Couldn't quite find it though. B. Mansley, the life lead. I like the positioning, but a great perfect parry to be able to punish the incoming drive rush after.
Yeah, great awareness, and we're being more like we're just calling out the anti-airs in there early on here. One more time. Didn't get anything on it, but the confirm into drive rush is going to be more than enough. Are you okay, Buster Wolf? One more interaction time.
Oh, there we go. We're up against the throw as well. Went for the DI right after, maybe was anticipating a burn knuckle or something that they wouldn't be able to react with immediately. Or perhaps they were looking for a driver reversal. We'll never know. The round is already set and done with this time. Quan taking the lead here, already putting Mansley to the corner, dashed forward and back, but it's taken back thrown, all from a throw bait attempt.
Okay, a lot of drive gauge being early, like sent out by just one here, so could turn around at a moment's notice. Now we were burned out here. Get the drive reversal right back in there from B Mansley. Now going to like set the pace, set the momentum.
Oh, there's another neutral jump again. That's mine that you can press on that. Yeah. Oh, fell right into it. Drive gauge is back.
Perfect parry on there, trying to hold down the block afterwards, but the confirm keep on coming from just one. There he goes.
Consistent peppering of the offense there. Want to see how things turn around this time around. If they do for Mansley. And off of the back of a failed DP attempt. Seems like it. Might be. Towards the corner again, but we've seen this before. Burn knuckle again. Manages to find contact, tries to go for it. 2 back-to-back punish counters, but a check with a drive rush and Mansley to be able to keep the court.
That's going to be a lot of damage incoming, but you're still going to be alive on here. You got 1 meter to work with, nearly 2.
We'll try to. No DP. There's a throw. Yep. 2-2, game 5.
The throws have been easily adding up here for B-Man, like for both players actually on this, but B Mansley been taking advantage in that last match here. Gonna call out the medium kick early on. Anti-air is coming in for just one.
Quan doing a pretty solid job of maintaining the offense here. Wants to get that forward position, but has to back up on the back of the fireball. Good awareness from Mansley, but Quan does not want to let this advantage go.
No, so like B Mansley was just trying to go in with the overhead, and there just one's like, nah, ready for it.
Oh.
The trade on there, and just one was able to just get in there right afterwards. Set point for just one.
Carried back and forth, but no perfect there. Ready to enable a lead change or an offensive switch here.
You're dangerous if like jumping over the OD power wave afterwards here. Now we're going to go like with the shoulder tackle. On a burning knuckle from the far distance, trying to keep it as safe as possible on there, but we can't in with the low. Another drink for one, leaving one on the board.
Tackle. Definitely a missed input. Tried to walk forward fireball.
Yeah. Get very fortunate in that, but now you're in the corner here. Gonna get the call out against it.
Whoa.
Nice. Okay.
Level 3. No drive gauge, so they can't go for a reset here. So they just gotta go for all the damage. Yeah. The block, but not able to punish because of burnout.
Yeah.
Gotta be ready for the DI. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you blocked that on there. You even get the counter, punish counter just for good effect on there. 3-2, just one. Moving on in the bracket.
Well done. Yeah, they would have had to wait a little bit longer before anything actually ended up going down. If they would have waited for a hit or sub contact for a little bit, they would have had the opportunity to be able to DP in return. So, not DP, or sorry, level 3 in return, which is what they were looking for to make contact there. So, up next we have Jazdero versus Levi Hakai. Something it is that we will be looking very, very much so forward to, because EC is the one that will be waiting in winners finals to see who will be their opponent, the winner of this set.
Izzy had a very strong match against Just One earlier with the 3-0 like on that, so it's going to be up to seeing like who we go with Jazdero versus Levi. We saw Levi on the INGRID a little bit ago. We'll see if that continues in this this top 8 for the probably from the bracket on here. Haven't seen Jazdero on the stream yet, so not sure who they're going to be playing at this moment, but we'll find out together.
Jazdero plays Mai.
Okay, so we're going to probably see the Mai very likely on that, so.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is, you know, definitely a character that has all the tools to deal with like some of that against against Ingrid if we go that route. Although we'll see what Levi has up their sleeve.
Yeah, we will have to see. Indeed, Levi is one of those players that plays a variety of different characters. Riding with Ingrid added to the roster, I actually think that Ingrid might actually be able to do fairly well against Mai, or maybe even into her, because of the fact of her fans don't have a lot of durability. Fully charging the fan only enables her to get the same durability as other characters' base non-OD fireballs. So I definitely think Ingrid will be a fairly solid shot here, especially since it seems like that Levi Hakai wants to kind of just play that character. They've been playing it quite a bit today, so
yeah. So we'll find out as well. Just I'm gonna take a look over here. We got
5.
I'm actually gonna we got 5 of those remaining. I had to do the refresh on there just because sometimes Maturino lies to me on that, but it is definitely 5 on there. So if you got a second, just a tiny little second to log in to Maturino, !Maturino, click on that link, log in, hit that claim code, boom, you're done. We don't have to do anything else, and that's 25 cents to the pot. I would love to see it with the 5 there. We're not going to get quite to 30, but we might get close with if someone contributes as well. It'd be really cool to see.
Yes, it would be. I 100% agree. Like, there's so many times it is where every time I come into Paragon, I'm always seeing those codes get claimed up immediately. So it's super nice to be able to see you guys being incredibly proactive when it comes to claiming those codes. There's only 5 of them left, so be sure that you guys get your make sure you pay your dues. Your dues.
It's one of the reasons why we can have like all these online tournaments happen as well, like to be able to help pay out the players, give that little bit of extra incentive on here. So it's really nice to see that we've been able to like integrate with Maturino as long as we have in the FGC.
Agree. Absolutely. A very old site at this point.
Oh yeah. It's like just kind of like goes together like like pizza and a beer at that point, just depending on which pizza and Coke, whatever you prefer at that. So like taking a look here, we're getting everything. I'm hearing the selection sounds in there. We're getting closer and closer. I promise you people that we're gonna get there into there's still a winner semifinal match here. This is the last one of the top 8 that we have not run yet.
Last one. Very long. So 1-2. Let's head right on into the game. It's Jazdero ended up being the one that he's fighting in EC. Yeah. So with this being the case, Levi is going to be sitting down to the losers bracket, is double bracketing, so we gotta go to the losers bracket, man.
Oh, it is what it is, but that does mean we get the Mai versus Jury matchup anywhere. Time and true on this immediate start with the drive rush overhead. Okay, we're playing some Mai video gaming right now.
Yep. DP's coming from easy. What did I just say? Literally, what did I just say? Like, I've seen it too many times, man. I've seen it too many. Pop the level 1 and get the round over with. Oh,
not quite. Okay. Neutral jump in there. Happy to get the throw. The perfect KO on the screen. Jazdero starting off extremely strong.
No punish attempts.
Yeah, so as a result of all the changes, this is winners finals after all here. So gonna go ahead and get those stocks in on play, spinning a lot of them extremely fast, like it's going out of style, an actual fire sale from Mai here.
Oh, here again. Has the level 1, bring it right on back in. Oh, back refresh the stocks as well. Manages to get the round 2. 1-0 for Jazdero so far.
Okay. Very quick on that too. Probably quick enough that EC is maybe taking a little bit of time here, rethink some of those options. I want to see. Surely these two have probably fought each other in the latter portion prior to.
Definitely.
And actually, yeah, it looks like Izzy did lose to Jazdero in the latter. So you might be thinking about a character change. Might be thinking about some new ideas here.
Looking the best at this current point in time. Right now, as we're waiting for EC to go ahead and pull right back up into the spot, which is vibes right now. Mai, one of those characters that is consistently strong regardless.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't think at this current stage of the game, I don't think there's anyone who would say otherwise on that. Of course, Zhao Hai showing with a incredible presence of using Mai at combo breaker last week, as well as you know, constant events on that. Like, has been adjusted over the course of that time, but still remains an incredibly strong character to deal with.
Round one.
Sure.
We took that time. We're back on the jury early on with it, like the crouching medium kick, but we get denied thanks to the Mai DP.
Oh, tried to press into him. Didn't get the chance to be able to do so.
You still have to deal with the fans on there thanks to the charge after on Kaochochin. Yet again, you're still stuck in the corner, but the call out in there from Izzy was more than ready.
Oh, trying to rock it through. Need no anti-air there. He's playing patiently as possible.
Throw is still an option on there afterwards here. A lot of parries coming into place in there. We're going to confirm right into the drive in back. That should be more than enough to finish the round. It definitely is.
Round two. Fight.
Okay. Let's take a look at the Jazz Darrow. Change this one up for sure. Oh, nice. Good back throw. Or not good back throw, aerial throw.
Yeah, I love that air throw from Mai. I don't see that nearly enough. But
yeah. Most people will typically go for a DP in that type of situation, but
right.
Going for an aerial throw does allow you to be able to keep it safe. It also puts you closer.
Yes. We're back into the corner. Corner calls it out with another throw after the drive rush overhead, and this time DP using the OD version to get off. A little bit tied up on the terms of the drive gauge on air, but may not even matter because they're going to go ahead and finish off that into the level 3. No, just level 1.
No one. Okay. Walk under, gets the throw, not enough to kill yet. Oh, it is. Wow, just barely.
Yeah.
It was just barely enough to be able to kill them.
And I was wondering about that too, because maybe just didn't believe on that, maybe had a different option in mind on there. You had access to the stocks in there after burnout, so maybe being able to call a lot of the fan pressure, which has been doing tremendous work in this matchup between Jazz Zero and Izzy, has been able to like mix up between just normal fan and the charged up version and calling out Izzy from even really moving. Oh, sneaky on the ground projectile coming in from Izzy. Was able to get go in and continue their setup on their first real chance of life here, and was working on the perfect. Going to finish off the rest of that drive gauge. Actually, not quite a perfect, but damn near close.
Zero. Have not gotten the first round out of these 3 matches that have all they've been played. The first 2 they've had a very commanding lead. Let's see if they turn it around here in the second round. Backed up, so they're playing for the baits on the DPs now. They didn't press immediately. Definitely different because EC's got them to respect the fact that they will DP and they're not afraid to do so. Pop from level 1 to keep the pressure on.
Yep.
There we go.
Oh, okay. Been very active on that, using the invincible reversal from that.
Low. They just tried to walk back or something. There was no counter hit that was there, so you can just assume they tried to walk out of range or whatever you guys were about to do. Immediately pop level 1.
Yeah, incredibly long button to deal with against like Mai too. So trying to reach out maybe a little bit too early. Would have hit the drive rush otherwise on here, but Izzy has a chance. What are we trying to think here?
Oh, try to press the button. There was another crouch medium punch attempt. Nice, good DP.
Okay. Turnabout is fair play, especially when you go in from the drive rush afterwards. Put another stock on there. You have access to it, like, so you get the extended, enhanced version of that. And you get the 2 hits into the back turn on that. Okay, yeah, with the flame. Jazz Zero moving that with another 3-0.
Yeah, closing that round out with Ryu and Boo. They pressed the lights because they were like, you could kind of tell with based off of how they were pressing the lights, so they were like, I don't think I have time to actually go for the super here. It may not have been the most reliable tool for them. So instead they decided to go for Ryu and Boo, of course, with a back punch and making sure they actually were able to close it out. And they did. It was the enhanced version too, so it was going to be able to break it.
Yeah, you get the extra hits on that, and on top of that, you had 2 light hits to go on there, so you were more than ready on there just to finish the job. So, great awareness.
Absolutely, really well done from Jazz Darrow. Mai does as she wishes. As EC will be sent down to losers semifinals. No, losers finals actually. You'll be waiting for his opponent there, and they'll move on from there.
Yeah, we got a little bit of a gauntlet for whoever wins the next match here. So they're going to be on stream. If they keep winning, they're going to be on stream the entire time here. So it's going to be Levi Akai versus Waffle. Whoever wins that is going to fight off against Just One. Whoever wins that is going to have to fight off against Izzy, who we just saw. And that's a long stream to go through here. So we'll see where our players are, get everything going, and hopefully get things going pretty quickly.
Yeah, I hope so. too, that they're able to essentially be able to play their matches through and through, that they feel confident about the decisions it is they made throughout the sets that they played, and that things actually end up going super well for them. If anything, I mean, also, obviously, shout out to Khalil, man. I mean, this guy's a demon,
Real.
if anything, always doing all these tournaments, putting on the best show it is that they possibly can. Just how it is.
I could not believe that Khalil was like Monday of Combo Breaker. Let's run Invincible versus brackets. Like you are ladder. That's an shout out to Khalil. Shout out to Paragon making that happen. That's really cool to see. But that's like, oh man, I'm so sleepy after Combo Breaker. I had to drive that day and I was still so sleepy. I was not ready to do anything of a professional sort.
Yeah, exactly. It's I can't imagine being in a situation like that and being like, man, I just worked the weekend, but let's come back and work again. And that's that workaholic mentality for sure. Really well done from Khalil. I mean, round of applause for Khalil.
Yeah, for real.
Round of applause.
Yeah, was busy during Combo Breaker, like getting on the brackets as well. So definitely been putting in the work wherever you may go. Going to be a busy fighting game summer for a lot of people out there. We got Evo coming up. We got CEO happening in August. We got a few events happening here and there for the regionals. I love that we mentioned SQXL for the Road to the Top. That's really cool to see. We got between that, we got Boston Blue Beat, we got Chain Shift happening. A lot of regionals popping up. We got Eclipse just got announced actually. If you're into French bread games as well, so there's a lot going on. That if you are into a fighting game and you want to be there for support or just try to like go in there to win it or anything, there's a lot of good chances to make that happen. A lot of good times to plan.
Exactly what we're going to talk about, and it's here down here in Georgia, in Atlanta too. So I'm a big fan of that. Right? I mean, where Climax of the Night falls, another one comes to take its place. Data MCC boys, shout outs to y'all for doing your thing, for sure.
Real. Yeah, I attended all the Climax of Nights on there. Actually, one of my music projects was a sponsor on the very first one. So if you look back at some of the banners, you can see the Doc Isaac logo from like some stuff I was working on back then as well. So that's always like I forgot I did that, and I saw that happen. I was like, wait a minute, what's that doing there? But that's how it goes. It's people building up in the community, trying to make these events happen. So and a lot of those are happening in the fall, so you got enough time to plan accordingly. Get the funds in and get your game on.
Absolutely. Definitely be sure to do so. I mean, I've always been the type of person that said that if you don't feel like you're going to do the best in a tournament bracket or don't feel the most comfortable at where you are skill level wise, you should definitely compete. Competing is definitely the way how you learn. It's how you get better. You will find your opportunities to grow as a player and as a person if you compete in those tournament brackets, and you got to be able to do so.
Yeah, I'm 100% agree.
So I'm definitely slacking.
I mean, like I need to get that in there a little bit more. I've been a little bit busy with my work otherwise on that, so just like sometimes life gets away, and that's okay. We're like, but if you find yourself you have a little bit of that chance on here, honestly, the ParagOnline bracket, the ladders in there is a great opportunity to get that practice in, and maybe put a little bit less stress on yourself on that. If your thing is like, I don't want to go 0-2, I don't want to have to fight in a redemption bracket. Those are all great options too. But I was actually having a friend of mine who gets frustrated with a lot of the online tournaments just because of like, you're in your, what I said earlier, you're inside, you're in your room. Some people don't don't they don't respond as well to that. But with the ladder, you get to play as much as you want on there. And you got 2 hours to get the matches in, to get that cut on there. And if you're not feeling it that day, and you're like, you know what? It's okay. I got my matches in. I got the things I figured out where I need to go, where it counts. Good job. You did what you needed to do. You got your accomplishments in there. You can go in for the next time. See you next week. It's great for that.
Yep, absolutely. I 100% agree too, because it's you'll be able to learn and meet a lot of new people as well. Just overall enjoying the camaraderie and the feelings it is that you get from playing and meeting all of these different people and enjoying and even finding people that play your same character. So super dope.
It's and then the more you do it, the more you get like familiar faces. It happens offline as well. Like you go to more of these events, you start seeing the same people. Be like, oh hey, what's up? We were in a bracket together, or you just happen to see them. Sometimes they're that one like a combo breaker last week. You see one person like 10 times that you'd never see any other time on that, or you see like one person once in the same venue. You know they're all there. You just don't happen to run into each other in there. But that also goes for online for these on the Discords and everything else in between if you're hopping between brackets for a specific game.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, like, there's so many. It's super dope because if you're a fighting game fan, you're going to end up at a spot where you feel incredibly comfortable and just super happy about where it is that you're at in terms of what you get to play, right? Once again, Twitter is as Twitter does, right? And so with that being said,
that is true.
With that being said, like, regardless of if you think a fighting game is incredibly good or not, or if it's not the forefront runner of whatever big AAA title it is that you want it to be, all the fighting games that you want to play are out there with rollback netcode. Regardless if you got to go to a Discord to find matches or not, the communities are still very alive and well, and it's very obvious from the amount of side tournaments that you see at major events. Whether it's at EVO or Combo Breaker, there is a community for all of those games. You can play them, enjoy them, see them, be a part of that, right? It's very possible for you to do all of that. It's never going to be a time where that's not the case. That's how close-knit fighting games can be.
Yeah, like one of my favorite things too is like even if you are taking a little bit of second, it's like I want to learn this fighting game. Like last year, I decided on a whim. I was like, I'm going to learn Aquapazza. I don't know why I want to learn Aquapazza, but I like watching that game, and I wanted to like learn like little things, and I got to participate in the Frosty Faustings bracket at the end of that, and I had a great time meeting people. I actually ended up being on commentary because unfortunately their other commentator was having to do other things as well. So it's like, oh yeah, no, I've been studying up on this. Okay, I can at least hop in and like in those cases. So it's really cool. It's really cool to see that whatever fighting game you're into.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, once again, there's 2 that are still on the way. I mean, you got Avatar, you got Togon. Tons of opportunities for you to be able to chill out. Tons of opportunities for you to be able to find matches as well. So
we got a match ready for you right now. Losers quarterfinals coming in. We got Levi Hakai versus Waffle incoming. INGRID versus Zangi.
Let's get to the fireball as well. Tries to go for the low attempt, but can't quite find it there. An anti-air to keep Waffles in their place. Pink keeps it towards the corner. Nice bait on the throw. Oh, missed it. You need OD. Her OD laser to be able to do that.
Got a flip a little bit, flipped on there, trying to finish a job on there. But Siberian Express, bring it on down here. Hold on, Waffle. Dude, are you cooking? Are we cooking? We might be cooking.
It up. No lariat there. You can actually punch it. That is not as invincible. Level 2. Oh no! Is she completely safe during that? Oh my god, level 2! No!
Fire off the Mika beam, but get anti-aired instead!
Oh my gosh, 2 different situations where they could have found something there, but no. Does not actually find the opportunity they needed. They had the they found the opportunity, they weren't able to take advantage of it.
Yeah, so if you've not been following a lot of INGRID play as well, like you got three different variations on the level 2 on there. You got the one that's short distance, the one that targets on the lock on, the medium, and you got the heavy one that puts it a little bit further back if you're trying to push people into it mid-combo on there. That was the locked on version, but unfortunately was not able to get anything up for it. And while I'm talking like that, Waffle is on a tear.
It's only tied up for now, so no big leads for sure. Goes for the stand medium, stand heavy. Waffle's trying to pepper in these offensive tools. That's the second time Levi has specifically gotten that type of bait, which has been really, really strong. Tried to bait up a throw, wanted to be able to create the gap. Still have to respect a lot of that stuff. Man, able to come off of the high version of it too. DP's just in top as well off of the backwards teleport.
Oh, we are trying to threaten with the back teleport on there. Got a couple of punishes on it. Hold on. We got burnout for Waffle. Kind of like hold it back on there. Signs out the Beaker Beam one more time and just puts up actually gets 2 levels of the sigil.
Literally the worst type of situation to be in. Messed up. Big punish for Waffle. No. He's not ready for anything else. Oh, headbutt
your head, right. Level 3, that might just do it. You know what? That's huge in your head.
3 headbutts back to back to back. The noggin's not even slow, but I can't say the same thing for Levi. That's called the alien head of INGRID. Manages to pop level 3. Oh no, that headbutt is too much. I talked about how bad that level 3 was, but he went for the slower recovery option, so he wasn't able to block.
Turn Zangief into the micro machine at the very end on there, reading the book afterwards. INGRID.
I don't even know about, does she even have a concept of what root can be?
Like, she knows it as a Terran concept. She thinks it's cute, probably.
No DP that time around, but tried to on the counter. Oh, that was a parry too. Now you're dropped. Now you're all burned out.
Yeah, follow up on there, uses the beam.
I don't know if it's the case with everybody, but in my own personal finding, even like playing Elena and such, that forward fierce, you can DI that actually and get a conversion off of it. I saw a Japanese Reneka player also do it as well. On Twitter. Oh no! Messed up the combo a couple of times. That drive rush roundhouse still not enough up to be able to close it out, but the following buttons were Waffle wasn't prepared for that. Thought him low for a second.
Oh, but ready for it in there. Waffle's been showcasing a lot of that with the drive rush knee afterwards in here, so Levi just had to throw out the counter afterwards. Back in it, this time more aware of that as we go back to the corner, change it out from the chop into the jump in, just getting DP'd out of the situation.
Oh yeah, for sure. Tried to bait out a throw, while they went for that. Oh my god, that was his life flashed before my eyes. Manages to get level 3.
You can cancel out. Yeah, goodbye. On the low heavy from INGRID, you can cancel out into the beam, throw it out, bring in the Genshin Impact artifact to pose going on there at the very end. Levi taking up 2.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Your muscles weren't enough for you to fight like Street Fighter Jesus. So that's yeah, my fault, man. Oh wow, he walked.
She has risen.
He literally whipped that stand fierce, and then it was so active he walked into it to try and get in range to punish it. Oops.
Shows off the grade 10 Labubu throwing it out there.
Oh, there's no punish. But no confirm.
That reaches from that distance, the crouching medium punch, heavy punch. Wow.
Yeah. She slides forward with it.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Oh, he blocked it. Nice. Very short and simple. 10 round house of Area on SPD.
Round 2. Fight.
What we want to see from Waffle on here.
Oh.
Goes up, cancels out into the Siberian Express one more time.
What's funny is he went for an SPD, Araba messed up the input, and because of the parry Levi did, it still would have gotten parried. It didn't matter. Because that also parries throws.
Right.
Don't trade, yep, trade combo. Level 2? No. Levi is not a level 2 user. He's not a level 2 believer, which is fair. There's not very many chances where you'll be able to actually utilize. Man, that was wonderful damage. Even with the stalking dance.
Nothing on the overhead, just happy to go in for the low afterwards here. Set point for Levi. And I think I'm kind of in agreement here on the, you do have like opportunities for like maybe for the level 2 the Twitter combo clips on here, but right now just kind of keeping the distance like with a lot of the fireballs. Oh yeah, that's a punish on there. Yep, correct.
Oh. He's buffering. He's buffering level 1, but even still, the counter hits time and time again. It's kind of offset it.
Yeah, you actually go quite a distance on
Oh,
that
punish?
front.
No! He was in range for light SPD, I think, even off of that sweep.
Well, that was them. This is now on here. Trying to get a bonk. Get bonked. Don't have any sigils out of the play. Happen to use the long reach on there. This time the SPD is brought down. Waffle in the game. Also, shout out to Just for Envy with a $1 direct contribution. And we have 1 code remaining in the match arena. 1! Make it happen, people.
Oh, punish. House Spirit. No joke. She gets the overhead set up. Oh, but she went for the throw instead. Pierce. Trying to play that range. Absolutely. Sorry, combo. Level 1. You are dead, my dear.
Yeah, powered up legs, bringing it to victory. Set point yet again.
Oh, try the SPD. No, that was kicked, actually. I don't know what they're trying to go for there, perhaps. Good perfect parry.
Yeah, go scale down a little bit on there, but enough time to set up the zoning game that Levi has been trying to do with the fire. Just keeping Zangief at bay and baits it out in there with the dash forward throw, just keeping Zangief on the ground.
Yeah, he sent that higher projectile across the screen instead of pointing it down like he has before. Trying to perfect parry it again.
Yeah, definitely one of those things that you do have to keep a lookout for in there. Like we were talking about earlier, Fawn, with like switching up between normal and the OD, keeping them both on the screen. Get to confirm.
Bing. Nice kick. Yeah, it's just a patient game, unfortunately.
Yeah, hard game to deal with on it, but it does mean that Levi is in the hot seat now. Going to be moving on to go fight against just one in the loser semifinals.
That means that'll be Ingrid versus Jamie. I'm curious about how Juan will utilize Makai in this type of matchup. Probably won't see much utilization out of like level 2 because of how fast her recovery is on her fireballs, but who knows, right? I mean, like the smaller fireballs seem to have enough recovery to be on it, so.
Right. That'll be interesting to see for sure on there. We do just a quick update though. We do have all of those Matcherino codes claimed as of this point, so thank you all so very much for that. If you want to help contribute to it, if you've been joining the top 8 and the players that are within it, and you want to cheer them on within, like hopefully give them a piece of the pot as well, you're free to still donate to it to ! Matcherino, add in an extra on there. But in the meantime, your job is done. Thank you all so very much.
Well done for everybody. $30 prop is cool. Nice little bit of puck change here as we head right into Ingrid with a very cute outfit, if anything. One of the older references he has the Capcom fighting game.
Yeah, the Midnight Bliss from Dimitri outfit on there. And we're immediately going for the drinks early on here, just probably expecting from the fireball. So it was like, okay, we're free to drink on there after drive rush into like heavy kick.
Bing.
Trying to check it out here. We want to keep it down, but we're already up in there. Chance for a punish counter to come in. The Sigil's going to get used into the full combo here. One last interaction in that last third of life for just one.
Nice. Good reaction. Well, that was a good awareness of understanding that from that distance, there really wasn't much James he could do if it wasn't stand here. Fanfare shoots him across the screen so fast, and it's a buy for aim normal, the fastest spheres in the whole game. So
we were talking about the little pause that the fireball has when it's getting sent on forward on there, and it can work up a couple ways actually. Like one, you get that pause in there, you can react to it, or you can trick your opponents in there with the pause. Like, like, do I move forward now? Do I try to jump in on there afterwards here and then get the follow up from Levi? Right now though, back into neutral. We are trying to go. We're trying to check it with this drive rush in there, then knockdown from just one.
oh, nice managed to get the back with his kick combo. Go for a bit. They want him with this. Yep, there's the Bakai. Wow. Went for the overhead and then actually managed to get the hit. Very unique interaction with the normals there. Oh, yeah, you're better.
Into the Miku beam, into the conversion afterwards here. That Space Twister coming in one more play. That should be more than enough. Bring it down.
INGRID wins.
There we go. There's one round or one game more just going to be all the done for the finals. Let's see how Juan adapts to it. Nice. Good VP. That was a good reaction too. Oh, okay. I already got that. In the name of INGRID. In the name of the mother.
We try to go with the drive rush. There's nothing to it, but we're going to go in. We got one sigil on hand. We got to charge that battery a little bit more if we want to get used two of them on there.
As well.
Round 2. Fight.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Wow, that actually didn't reach. They would have committed for a heavier option. It would have worked. Four spears. Let's right again. Last one.
And you got the corner, so you get a little bit of a confirm on there. That's my current favorite forward throw in the game, I think. The bonk.
Yeah.
Try to.
Oh, got caught. Backward fall. Oh, nice. Level 2. Medium smart combo. Yep.
Yep. And that is one of those where you can confirm it and continue the combo on there afterwards here. So no stopping on that after that point. Just got to get the hit after, get the confirm, and take number 2.
Yep. Absolutely. Blast man.
Got those quick man beams coming in here.
Oh.
We had a moment's notice.
Oh. Grandma's off the rocker again, man.
Gonna finish off with a level 1, a perfect KO. Levi, non-stop action right now.
Gonna blast him. Good. Oh, try to use Sanders. Oh.
Had to build up one sigils here. Now finding out the actually hold it down to get the Jamie out of the air. The confirm into the drive rush, heavy kick rather.
Oh my god, you are in kill range. Oh my god. No, he messed it up. No Twitter combos for you.
Bonk. Get bonked.
Oh yeah, you gotta hold this now.
Get the final hit with that.
Oh my god.
Cheeky, but not enough to kill here. Hold on, this one has a chance here. Building up to level 3. No, get thrown.
INGRID wins.
3-0 for Levi Hakai. That's the INGRID question. Space Grandma doing her thing.
Space Grandma traveling throughout the universe on there. Gonna leave Levi still in the hot seat though. Have to fight against Izzy, so we're not gonna be hanging around for too long until we get that. We'll see probably more of that INGRID versus Jury.
Yeah, for sure. There's also the reason why I'm calling her Space Grandma as well is because of the fact that I remember seeing something from her arcade mode where she shows up to Reed, where she starts squishing his cheeks, being like, "Oh my goodness, look at you! You're so big now. You got a beard and everything." And it's like, what? That's so crazy to think about. Ryu was like, "Who are you?"
It's like that's definitely in the family reunion where the aunt you may not know so well on there, but remembers you specifically when you were this tall. And I was like, oh look at all the things you have. You have ears and a face. Oh my goodness!
Yeah, literally. She was like, man, look at this mug. Oh, you grew up so fast. You grew up so well. It's like, oh, but it makes sense. The coolest thing that I saw about that story mode the art that they did for the cold holders
Yeah.
for the unreleased Capcom. Listen, Capcom, if you listening, I'm gonna need you to release that game, man. I really
Yeah.
want to see what you guys have access to now with the RE engine.
Oh, that would be fantastic to see here. Hopefully we get to hear whatever Capcom has planned in the near future as well. But in the meantime, loser finals coming out to play.
Oh, right over here. Oh, the block. This grand punish. Good to
doesn't get
from
Yeah, no pickup on that. He's going to go with the DP. Calls out from the mid-air from Izzy. Going to catch it down with the low. Okay, gets out of the corner thanks to the quarter circle kick.
Oh, try to react to it. It's too fast. Listen, man. Season 4, you gotta deal with drive rushes. That's what I genuinely think. Make it either punish counter or make it start up a little bit slower, man. Just a little bit.
Yeah, it's been like there's been too much on the Twitch on there, but right now holding out, trying to go in for the air fireball yet again, but Izzy was already more than in. Not for very long though. Miku beam right into the corner, teleports out of the way. We're going to meet halfway with the drive rush, and we're going to trade this damage, mostly in the favor of Levi.
What's also crazy about that too is the fact that not only do they interrupt their drive rush, Jury is so quick Levi used the perfect button for that. Staying around him to be able to do that. It's already a button that's already super solid, but because of how fast it is, Levi changed the hitbox to utilize the stand around him. It's back when that happens. There's no active limb in front of her until the very end of that move process. And it's hard to punish. It's a 9-frame roundhouse. Definitely one of the quicker ones. 9 or 10 frames up there. Real quick.
Almost got the pickup on there from the air, but was missed it on the ground. Maybe like fortunate for Izzy on there. We're going to push away back into it, but the clean jump in from Levi. Enough time to get the level 1 sigil right back into it, and another confirm with that medium kick.
Nice reaction from Levi to Kyle for that. Man, their hit runs are crazy. I don't care how often that happens in a game at high level, however you want to feel about it. People doing that, it's still so uncommon.
Oh, that is, yeah, that's still hype. Still hype to see on there. And ready for it at that moment's notice in there.
Last one. Get another one too. 1 or 2. She had time to dash it and use damn medium kick as an anti-air and use the left 3.
Jumping medium punch on there, going to get back into the corner here. Check it out with the throw one more time on there, trying to get the stop bump. Izzy's been doing that time and time again. It's actually been working a lot of favor, especially against just one a little bit earlier. But now we're going to push that out into the neutral.
Oh, that's so unfortunate because I know why Levi did that. Levi did that because they're gonna hit. Oh my god! Oh god!
I think I was reading somewhere that might be the most punishable move now in Street Fighter. That level 1.
It's definitely one of them.
Yeah, it's up there. It's up there for sure.
Restock with the check on the drive road. Oh, nice. Oh, pink.
Noggin inspection. Going to go in the favor of Levi one more time. Let's check it out again. Make sure it's all good. Nope, get DP.
Oh, so they were part of the way to actually utilize that beam there. Nice. Catch them with the level forward.
Using the projectile to approach on there. Okay.
Nice DP. That 1-frame air invulnerability is crazy, man. He's able to check it so fast. Oh yeah, we're playing Street Fighter 6 now.
4?
Oh yeah, we're playing Street Fighter 6 now.
Oh no. There's nothing wrong with her noggin anymore. Please stop it. The medium kick into the confirmer 2 for Levi and Kai.
Street Fighter 6 gave me. Oh! Nice DP. Nice TP right back at you. But low on the drive gauge, though, good perfect parry. They typically press after that very often. And EC's normally the type of player that will DP or be willing to parry or do anything after their minus frames that might give them another advantage when people aren't expecting it.
Looked like EC tried to go in for seconds on the throw. Got hit with the counter on that. Taking advantage on the corner. This time getting the punish counter on the throw. And putting Levi into burnout. We're going to get this level 1 here to try to stimmy the wound just for a little bit. But that's holding out.
Yeah.
Nope, the drive impact comes for us all.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Round 2.
Makes total sense. Waking up with DI, no drive reverse with nothing to report, if anything. Makes sense.
Yep.
There's not going to really be much that she's able to do, especially with no bar. So, on either side, no super resource, no drop gauge either. EC keeping up the here. They're like constantly making sure that they're jumping in, just being aggressive.
Aggression might turn back on, and we got the counter early on. Enough time to get out of the corner, but we're still stuck in it. We're going to go into the level 3, bring it on down here.
I think she's just barely alive, maybe?
Yeah. Let it burn out.
That was, yeah. I saw Levi walk forward. That may have been, they may have put themselves in a spot that may have been a little bit more ambiguous.
Round 1. Fight.
So 2-1 right now here. Media going in with the low kick projectile from Izzy.
Look at the stand roundhouse again. He's doing a pretty good job. Nice, good check yet again.
Oh, it actually doesn't hold down on that. This time baiting out with the quarter circle kick on there, the anti-air option from Levi. Going to get the follow-up, just to get the knockdown.
Oh, nice trade. There it is again. Like I said, Levi's very willing to press on those situations. A really good and well-timed counter, but Levi willing to press in those situations where EC will very often.
Right. Like, if I saw those counters on there, like, Izzy still been able to maintain the pressure, I would not be, like, completely stopping on the game. But we have to deal with set point in there from Levi. The punish counter into the drive rush, confirm on there. You're going to go ahead with the beam one more time. You don't have any sigils in place, but you got these anti-airs on lock.
Oh, tried to check the drive rush by doing stand roundhouse. But they're able to do so. There's going to be key. Levi could literally just like run up and do stand and heavy kick and go into level 2, and it'll be +5 if he did that. Oh no! Nice drive reversal. You have to do level 2.
Oh, you fire it off, but if you're yeah, with the burnout in place, Chip was in the realm to happen. 3-1, Levi moving on. That was loser final, so that's going to be moving on to grand finals. Actually, yeah, here we go.
Yeah, Levi wasn't able to actually play their match earlier against Jazz Darrow, so we could see how this would have went earlier in the bracket because of the fact that they were very shortly DQ'd at the very beginning. Only sit down to losers bracket out of the winner's side, so now they made it all the way back up to grand finals here. He's saying anime fighters in the chat. Yeah, I agree, man. I agree.
We're moving fast. We are. I mean, we can bring back Alpha 3 air blocking.
No, because nobody will ever be opened up in this game.
But here we go, Jazz Zero versus Levi. Of course, you know how this goes at this point. You got to get the reset if you're on the loser side here. Might have a chance to see that happen, but in the bracket when they met, we saw the 1 DQ, but they lost. Levi lost to Jazz Zero in the latter portion of the bracket as well. Here, we're gonna see it for ourselves though.
Here she had again. Jeff doing a pretty good job at controlling the space. I mentioned it before when we were talking at the very beginning of the tournament bracket about Ingrid's weaknesses. And that mid-range game right there, Jazz playing it as slow as they are, but close, is really, really important to being able to stop this game. And mine is the character to do it too.
Yeah, you've seen time and time again a lot of that medium punch going in there. You get a small combo from that. You may be able to convert it into something else later, depending on where you take it on there. We're even getting in. We get that little bit of push forward with the crouching medium punch as well too.
Stand around host. The projectile manages to get the hit. Crouch fierce yet again. typically what you like to use. Both of them try and drive rush at the same time. Has to pop level 2. No other choice. Level 1 wouldn't have been enough to go.
And you get a little bit of celebration from Ingrid out there because you can just let the level 2 do all the work for you. Hold on. What are... Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Are we having some issues? That didn't seem like the normal,
I think
disappeared. Yeah, oh no. The server kicked Jazdero out. Oh no.
Super unfortunate. I mean,
yeah, yeah. So, Ingrid was like having times like, you know what, tired, like log off specific profile.
Mm-hmm. That's true.
Hack the mainframe. Hack the Gibson.
That's true. Okay, we're back in here. Back in here, ready to go.
Okay. Looks like we're going to be picking up where they left off. It was at a clean. It was at a round's end at least. So I can't remember what the meter count was, but Levi just used the level 2 there, so it didn't really have any much there on that side.
We'll have to see. Yep, 1 round apiece. There we go.
Okay.
1 bar each at least.
Is that a new feature? I've never actually seen that happen with the pickup there. That's cool.
Yes. Yeah. It is a new feature. I think they added it. That was recent. It wasn't this patch, but it was a recent one.
I've never been on this side of it happening on there, so that's really cool to see. 1H. Here comes the level 2, though. This might be also pretty cool to see. Doesn't get the full pickup, though, but bonk!
Big. There we go.
Bonk!
Big. Oh, the beam from up above.
Yeah, just the trade at the very end. I do like that, like with the fire on there. It looks like Levi could not make it go away from the projectiles on there. So he's like giving it a little bit of extra firepower, literally, to the Kachoshin. But here we go, anti-air.
Oh, stand roundhouse. Carry up to the corner.
Incredible corner carry on that too here. Gonna have to hold it down. Wait it out. Didn't get the perfect parry on that here, so have to deal with it yet again on the throw. This time a punish counter.
Oh, wasn't ready for the level 1? No. So you can do this. You can do that. Yeah. Beat him out that one. Oh my God.
Not sure what the entire saw on there, but we're still up in the air. We're able to get that level 1. On top of it here, Jazdero was more than ready. Gets knocked down by the anti-air, but in a really good position otherwise.
Got the fans and everything. Puts it up, goes for the dive kick. The dive bomb, I should say. Oh, bro.
Did you like it's not anything at all, but now you have to deal with burnout level 2. You got the confirm in it. That's all. No, actually not enough here. You're gonna have to deal with the chip, the trade instead.
Okay, nice bait. Nice, there's a fireball.
Nice little counter hit from Jazdero here, keeping to that medium range in there. And I like that using the beam on there to delay to get over the Kachoshin to go ahead and get the hit. And again.
Put out the beams. Oh, nice press.
Yeah, you get that one hit on there, that's no longer a problem. You wasted that meter, but the enhanced version of the level 1 here, the clones coming out to play. We need one more hit though.
Oh, you gotta be careful. Oh no. They're at least able to get away from that. Oh, they teleported in. I thought they were trying to move away.
Oh, my is like, I've seen Athene Asamiya use that move way too many times. You can't do that to me.
It's from a universe where somebody's doing that all the time already. You gotta
yeah. So 1-1 right now, grand finals. keeping it very interesting here. Projectile war in play. Levi's been so far winning in a lot of the trades, but that throw is going to help for Jazz Zero. Another one, throw it to the table.
Good blocks. Crouch here. Go for the fan. Oh, avoided it.
Oh, but yeah, the teleport you gotta watch out for. Levi has been using that option quite a bit, and this time going to get the full whip punish from that.
Yep, that's exactly what they've been doing all night, and it's for good. It's not just for show. That's very often. That's very consistently. They very consistently do that. Go back for it.
Oftentimes when I see someone get a teleport option, Akuma like with the forward and backward teleport like that, sometimes I feel like, oh, it's maybe a gimmick, but like Levi and other Ingrid players have been using that time and time again to a significant degree here, like what I've seen online and off. But we're gonna go in with that confirmed. That's killed. Holy moly!
Are you kidding me? I thought she was still alive. I understand it was a crazy.
I thought
hit
so too.
Off of Crouch Fierce, but like that did more damage than I thought it would.
Yeah, I thought I had a little bit more time for the spiel on there. I thought it was like, okay, now we're gonna do one more interaction here, but no. Levi showing like we got those. We got those. We're 2 up here. Potential reset incoming.
Yeah, potential indeed. Ingrid being the crazy character that she is. She's definitely an interesting addition to Street Fighter, but she's still pretty. She's insane. Ozzy, that was Crouch Fierce they did, because that's not the first time that Levi's done a hit confirm off of his duper throughout this tournament off of Crouch Fierce. He did Crouch Fierce. It was Crouch HP. Right, so he did that out.
Oh, the perfect parry into the punch counter. Drive rush. Crouch Fierce. Going to get like at least one Tigil. Baits out on the throw. Let's bring it back on here. Teleport into the forward option on there. In the combo. Get back into position.
Oh, tried to get a little bit fancy with it, but you still got to be careful. Guys have all of their reactions available and ready. Wow.
Yeah, we've been calling that out. Yeah, they've been calling that out time and time again on here. Letting the stocks go to waste on here. One left for Jazz Zero. We don't even need those 2 sigils in here. We're just going to get with a crouching medium kick.
Oh, medium punch. Stay around help as well. Try to go for the Crouch Fierce yet again, but that medium punch from Jeff, oh my, it's strong. It's a strong tool. Wow, good reaction. Oh.
Deal with the pad. Forward throw in here. Time to set it up here. Do we block? No, we do not. The level 1 comes out in the favor of Levi.
Hey. Oh, confirmed. Yep, there we go. I don't know if Levi heard me. Exactly what you gotta do. He doesn't know the level 2 combo. That's why he doesn't use it. Yeah, that's all real. No, you can keep doing it. That's real.
Chip out. Oh, okay.
Nice,
Yeah. Backing away at that last moment to be able to fire out both the projectile in case like to jump over and have enough time to do the anti-air afterwards here. That's a reset, Vaughn.
Yes, it is. It went all the way back to the beginning. 3-1 in favor of Levi. Kai, but on both of them being in the losers bracket means Jazz Zero has to make sure that they end up winning this. First to 3 here in the Grand Finals reset, or Levi's taking it home. What a character, man.
Yeah, well, it's definitely a interesting a character to add in here to Street Fighter 6 after all this time here. So get into Season 4, find out what happens in the future here. Right now, we got to deal with the present here. The reset is incoming. We're not going to see those extended animations. We're just going to go through all of them before we begin.
Okay. The pressure.
Oh. Into the drive rush overhead option, and they're canceling out. Doesn't get anything but ready for the follow-up with it. One more. Bonk for the road.
Oh, tried it. The elbow. Tried to utilize the DI to knock it to the wall, but that is a solid reversal. Pop the level 2. Okay. Good stuff, Levi. No, you can't do that on parries. You gotta just continue it. Build up those spots when you do it.
Back throw into the corner. Perfect parry. Oh, beautiful punish on that after the second hit. On the second hit.
Back throw is slow. Going on the fireball. Top front again. Bink. Running your forehead. Here we go again. Bink. Running your forehead.
I don't think that's how you check for reflexes, Ingrid. Someone should consult a Terran doctor for that.
Well, I mean, she was on Twitter recently talking to a bunch of people on Twitter. So somebody told her wrong for sure. Somebody definitely said the wrong thing.
On the social, she's learning lots of bad ideas from that, but not right here, though. Winning on that first match, Levi finally getting the lead in this grand final set, but doesn't get the follow-up on the DP for Jazdero.
Did Levi do that twice, or was that just so active that it was like it just absorbed the other two fans?
I think so on that. Then we're going to hold that nice backdash on that. Going to put you in the corner, into it. Then we got the dizziness on there. Oh, no.
Oh, my God, you're so dead. Oh, my God. Hell! Oh, you missed. You can't do that. You got to have drivers for that.
Yeah, you missed on the back HP on there, too. But level 2, already getting away because of the ban.
Oh, no, that was actually really smart. Because the fan was coming back down that time, and Levi said, not today. I'm not going to deal with the same thing we did last time. Oh, punish. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Purple fan.
Okay. Keeping stocks on.
Hold on. Nice. Oh, for the parry. Try to intercept anything else. Dan Rauho.
Burn up. Okay, tries to go for the cross-up option. At least gets out of the corner, but sets out the medium speed.
Oh, he tried to check for the drop. Bro, he was expecting something to come out through there.
Seen a lot of counter hits come in from the medium kicks from Levi. But we get that confirmed right back into the level 1 from Jazdero. Westward corner, punish counter on the throw. We're trying to check out with the neutral jump on here. Okay.
Yep, level 2. Yep, exactly. There's so. That was enhanced level 2 as well. You were definitely getting fried.
We were absolutely cooking on that, and we're not taking any time on there for the rematch between these two. 1-1 here, real first in 2 hours.
Here, try to go for it. Stable. Here's it again. Goes for the overhead.
Okay, cancels out of that. Been oftentimes going in for the drive rush. Overhead option on there. Okay.
Try to game kick. Sand Fierce. Try to go for another opportunity. Put it forward, Fierce. Oh, blasted him.
Ooh,
no confirm, but that was so meaty. What the hell? I wasn't expecting that to hit, and neither was Jazz.
No, I need to look back on the clip for that. That was wild.
Keeps trying it. It is yet to work.
Yeah,
Hail Mary did low on drop gauge.
Confirmed. DB. Sets it up, but we're going to get match out of that. Light punches all the way.
Okay. Oh, nice. Oh, yeah. Yep. +5. Can't press.
Yeah. Actually, I like the use of the drive reversal on there. Unfortunately, puts him into the burnout, and the confirm is coming out into place. Levi is going to take 2-1 right now, taking the lead here.
Yeah, she had to.
Levi looking to turn this around from loser side here.
Throw tech, and now you're on the drop gauge deficit. You don't have enough to parry.
Ooh, that reach from the standing heavy punch in there. Enough time to get the level 2 sigil, charge the battery, and oh my goodness, you can take it all down the line to the set point.
Tournament point from Levi Akai. Let's see if the magical girl is ready to be able to take down this demon that's been breaking SF6 for quite some time. Goes for the backdash, not able to do much about that. No pop on the level 2, but has plenty of bar and resources to be able to do something for it. Went for the jump in fear, but Jazdero is now about to eat a +5 situation.
It is so easy to confirm the level 2 in there from the 2 hits from standing heavy kick as well on there. We'll see that option a lot going down the road here. But this time turnabout is fair play! Oh, they're just going to finish it off with the level 1, and that is going to do it here for Paragon. Levi Hakai takes that in the reset, 3-1 over Jazdero.
That is absolutely insane. Well done to Levi. Once again, seeing them all across the online space. Not the first time that I've seen them here at all. It certainly won't be the last. Great job on showcasing that Ingrid. Well done.
Seeing a little bit of that that Ingrid champion coming across on some of the different tournaments here. Definitely going to be very curious to see how that character evolves on here. We're still very early on there. I'm curious to see what the counter, like the Labubu counter, how people respond to that and how going. And then we're already seeing some wild stuff happening from different Ingrid players right now. A lot of the back teleport for whiff punishing from Levi, for example.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that back teleport utilized quite often in order to actually bait out whatever DP or reversal it is you might go for. It gives her optimal time to be able to punish how she sees fit. Ingrid, a character that does nothing but poop out damage. I gotta be honest with you. She is a menace and a character that I think we will be seeing a lot more of the more as time goes on. Ingrid she has so much to her, and there's so much to be able to explore with her, so it's been an absolute treat to be able to commentate this ladder bracket and see what everybody has to show off. Risky, you got anything it is you want to tell the people before it is we close out here?
You know what? The only thing I have to say, you can find me at Johann Hat, JohannHat on there. We were talking about it earlier. I just want to reiterate that point. Play in brackets, play offline and offline. Check out your locals. Get that experience in there. If you love fighting games, do you want to be better at fighting games? Just get in there and practice. Even if you don't do well at that, that all builds up to the next one and the next one, and you will get there. You will figure out the things that you need for sure.
It absolutely does. There's never a time where it is where I will not be able to enjoy watching fighting games. I'll probably be 70 in some retirement home somewhere being able to play a fighting game, 70 or 80, whatever the case may be, right? Because I think that these types of games are truly special. Fighting games and video games at their core bring us all together. And I'm very glad and very grateful that the FGC is here to be able to participate with us on the ParagOnline ladder bracket. We'll see you guys next week. See ya.
Take it easy.